Are we live? Say hi if you're if I'm live. Say hello or hi if I'm live. I haven't streamed in a while. Can everyone hear me? My god, I feel like such a noob again. There we go. Okay, is everything fine? Is the mic too loud? Is the music loud enough? Are we good before we start this, or before we go into the questions? Wait, I'm gonna put the chat on the other screen. There we go. Okay, cool. Well, how's it going, guys? And welcome to the Echoes of Extinction stream. Today I'm going to be showing off the tech demo. Keep in mind that there's a lot that we're still fixing. This is not the final version of the tech demo. So there's going to be some bugs, there's going to be issues. There might even be some crashes. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But today, you guys are going to be able to have a look again at the tech demo. I did stream it not too long ago. I think it was a few months ago, actually. But quite a bit has changed since then. And I'm sure you guys have a whole bunch of questions too. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, hi, how's it going, everyone? It's been a while. You don't hear the music? Let me see. Maybe I can put it up a bit. Can you hear the music now? Okay, keep in mind that the sounds right now, like this and these, those sounds are kind of inverted. You can blame Furious for that. He accidentally inverted them to the juvenile sounds, so the adult sounds like a juvenile. So we just won't be using them right now. Okay, but yeah, you guys are welcome to ask me any sort of questions you guys have, and I'll just walk around the map. I hear the music. Fantastic. Cool. I did see a question, but now it's getting lost. Hi, is this going to be on console or just PC? So at first we're focusing on PC. We're going to make sure that it's stable and that it's, you know, ready to play. And then once we feel that it's at a good stage, so definitely after early access, once we feel it's at a good stage and it's stable and we have a good amount of content, basically, then we will look into console. Because console has a whole bunch of requirements, so you can't just release an unfinished game there. Well, not as easily, at least. Oh yeah, a lot of you guys were complaining about the footstep sounds, so we went and fixed those up a little bit. How are people hearing this? I don't know, man. Are you mute? Did you mute the stream, maybe? Would there be a growth system? Yeah, there is, actually. I can show you. Okay, so this is hatchling size. It's just a tiny little dude. And it will be seamless growth, so it will slowly grow up as you just, you know, go around the map and you eat. I should probably heal myself before I die. And yeah, you'll slowly grow up, and eventually you become a big boy. And you'll be a full-grown adult. Again, ignore the sounds. They're being silly. Which dinosaur is this one? So this one is the Eocarcharia. This is one of the 3 patterns that will be available, like the skin patterns that will be available in the tech demo. This I think is pattern 2, I think. But yeah, this is just one of them. But this is the Eocarcharia. It's the first dinosaur that we brought out as a playable. How the game in early development not be buttery smooth and crash free? I know, I'm sorry. When can we play it? Okay, so right now on the 7th of December we are doing a semi-public stress test, so it's just for our Patreons and our QA members. So if you have our Patreon with the sub-adult tier or above, you'll be able to join the stress test. The link to that is in the description if you guys do want to join it. But otherwise, we will be having the tech demo will be free, and we're trying to release it in December. So yeah, hopefully sometime in December, The whole public will get to play it, and it is free. Let's see. Any idea when it's going to early access? Early access? It's hard to tell about early access, really, because it all really depends. It depends how our crowdfunding goes, because we're having a crowdfunding as soon as we release the tech demo as well. It depends on a whole bunch of things, but I don't know, maybe next year, late next year, but that is just a pure assumption. There's so many things that can happen that could change that date completely, you know. Will there be any playable birds, pterosaurs, fully aquatic creatures? There will be fully aquatic creatures, and oh, you just retracted your message, but there will be flyers as well, yeah. I like the footstep sounds, hell yeah. Yeah, they're better now, aren't they? Much better. I like them too. So yeah, I'll be showing you guys a bit of the map. Keep in mind the rivers. The rivers we're busy redoing completely. So if you do see any sort of like water and river systems that look janky, it's because we're busy redoing it. So you will find some places that look a bit out of place. What's up, I don't know. What's up, man? How's it going? How do you make seamless growth? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hey, what's up, Furious? About downtime, have fun. I've got third Thanksgiving meal of the day. Third? You're eating good? Will there be growth stages? If so, do you choose to age up? No, you do not choose to age up. You will just seamlessly grow from juvenile to adult. Or unless you spawn in as a hatchling. But the hatchling stage will not be in the tech demo. Just want to put that out there. How will HP work? Well, at first, you will just have your standard health, you know? And every time you get bitten, your health will go down. But we do want to have locational damage. As you guys can see at the bottom right, it's kind of divided up. So each area will also start to take more damage as someone bites your leg more, your tail more. But it will also affect your overall health. And then the bleed, as you can see at the bottom right, it's a bit buggy right now, but the bleed will slowly deplete as its own kind of bar. It doesn't affect your health. Once that bar is gone, you're dead, basically. I love how the graphics look when you record. Yeah, well, is it bad? I don't even know. Ignore these. See, this is because this river area, you're doing the river, so like everything around here is gonna be a little bit messed up, basically. So ignore this area. It's just because of the river. Right, let me slay and go somewhere else. Will there be a limited amount of dinos in a group? We'll probably have a sort of limit here. So here's the different skins. So we got pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, and then you'll be able to change the colors basically for each patterns. The colors that we have right now are just kind of as a showcase. They're not really final yet, but yeah, we do have some skin customization already. And yeah, hurry up, I don't want to miss questions. They're going too quick. This is a disgusting skin. Wow, trust me to make something horrible. Wait, I can do better than that, surely. You know what? Whatever. Okay. Oh, did I just spawn in the exact same area? Okay, wait, we can go to the redwood though. Sorry if I miss any questions, by the way. I haven't streamed in a while, and I'm getting used to trying to balance gameplay and answering questions. Do staff members always check suggestions? Always. We're literally always going through suggestions, because it's like... it's our main feedback right now, and it's our main way of like getting extra ideas that maybe we didn't think of. Because obviously you guys are the community, you've all played games just as much as we do. And it's always nice to get some like fresh minds in, you know. Will Eocar have special abilities? Yeah, it will. The Eocar is mostly a bleeder, But the one ability that we already have an animation for, it actually arrived today, or got finished today, is the triple bite. And the triple bite will inflict quite a high bleed. More than just like a normal bite. But it will also have a grab, so you can grab at someone's throat and slowly suffocate them. That will obviously do a lot of stamina drain for yourself and the person. But there'll be like a little mini game to try get out of that, as there will be for everything. Any prices yet? Not really, no. It's a bit too early for prices. We'll see when we get to that stage what we want to put the prices at. Is there a roadmap you can possibly tell us? Yes, there is. If you actually join the Discord, the link to Discord is in the description. You'll be able to find the roadmap. Just ask someone in general and they will show you where the roadmap is. Is there late game progression for the dinosaurs? For the tech demo right now? No, not really. It's just, at the moment the tech demo is very simple. It's just start small, grow up, eat, hunt AI. There is AI. There will be dryos running around. Not on this build, but there will be dryos running around, and horseshoe crabs. And obviously other players and tribals that you can eat. Graphics are a lot better. Oh well, yeah, I've got a pretty good PC, so this is on max graphics at the moment. How do I get around here? See this again? This looks like this because of the river. These damn rivers deformed the whole area. But we're working on it. In fact, most of this is already fixed on the actual engine. So yeah, don't mind these like weird cliffs and stuff. Will the game be completely player-driven, meaning not having migration zones and so forth? We haven't really thought too much about migration zones, but I've never been a big fan of them. It will be a lot of the game will be player-driven, but obviously there will be AI that spawn in... Different AI will spawn in different areas. The same with plants. Damn it. So it will kind of act as a natural migration zone where you're more likely to find certain creatures in certain areas, and which will attract certain players to certain areas. I like how the dino animations look. Like there's weight. Yeah, the animations are done very well. That is actually from Sadik. She's actually in here watching. Sadik is doing an amazing job. Islander, will there be a snow area? Yes, there is a snow area. In fact, it also does snow in the redwoods. So I can force it. I hope it works on this build. There we go. So it will start snowing, and as you see, you'll see over time. Let me change the daytime, maybe it'll be a bit lighter. Maybe? I guess the snow kind of covers it up. But you'll see the ground and the trees, they will slowly start building up with snow. And yeah, so it's like a gradual thing that happens over time. And the same with when it melts like over time. It's not like a instant gone. But you'll see, look, there's like little specks of white slowly building up. And you'll start seeing it on the trees as well. There, you can start seeing it on the ground already. There's on the rocks. Yeah, it's slowly building up. And this will play a big part in our temperature system that we'll eventually have to. There we go. This is actually, I think, a lot faster than it will be in-game. But yeah, it's a nice representation of it. Which game engine do you guys use? We're using Unreal Engine 5. Well, this looks sick, looking good. Thanks, guys, I appreciate it. Is this Islander or someone else? This is Islander, yes. Wait, we're getting the Titano bar? We're going to try it. Give it a try. But yeah, I would like to have it. It's just a lot of animations, that's all, so it'll come a lot later. The river looks beautiful. Well, I'm glad you like it already, because it's gonna look a lot better than this. This was just the first placement. This is the first placement of the river. In fact, I can't even go swim. Well, I can, but then I'm gonna get stuck because we haven't smoothed out the edges yet. Well, we have on the main build, but we haven't just deployed it yet. So yeah, if I go swim, I get stuck. At least in these rivers. Will the temperatures affect the dinos? Yes, they will. We will have a temperature system, so if it's too cold, your dino will start getting too cold, and there'll be sicknesses and diseases that you'll have to manage. But your dinosaur, the more time it spends in colder areas, it'll be able to adapt to those areas, meaning it can stay there for longer, basically, before it starts to become a problem. Will you be able to spear smaller dinos and drop them up higher while flying with quets? Well, we don't have quets, we have something similar, but yeah, that is the plan. We even want to plan for people to be able to pick up hatchlings. So like you can pick up your own hatchling and maybe run or put them somewhere safer kind of thing. So a grab mechanic is definitely something we want to look into. Will the game have good performance for medium laptops and PCs? So far we have been testing them with our QA members, and so far it's been looking pretty good. QA members that have lower end PCs have still been able to run it, obviously not on the highest graphics, but on the lower to medium graphics it's been playable for them. So far, if I compare my performance to other games I play, it's about the same. Are they broadcast sounds for the dino? Yeah, so they are, but the thing is, right now they're inverted. So, wait, so technically, right now, it's playing the juvenile sounds. So we accidentally inverted them. That's the problem. In this build. You can blame Furious for that one. Will Puru be the fastest swimmer? I don't think the fastest, because there's actual like aquatic creatures, so they will probably be faster than the Puru. But the Puru will be pretty fast, yeah. Put snow on dinosaurs? That would be pretty cool. Like a build-up of snow on the dinosaurs. That actually would be a good idea. When is Spino going to be playable? At some stage. I can't tell you an exact date, but definitely at some stage. Let's see. Alright, and I'm gonna go keep writing my script for the Rust deep dive for you. Have fun. Oh, see you later, man. Good luck with that, and I look forward to your video. I beg you to find a fix for logs and tiny rocks lying around, because yeah, you keep getting stuck on everything, which is horrible. Oh yeah, but that's an easy fix. These are just some newer things that we added, but you can easily just fix the collisions on those kind of things like logs and little rocks. Can tribals tame playables like other players? No. The thing is, I know like some people like ask for it, but think about it. How would that actually work? Like taming a player, you know? And then what? Like the player surrender control? Like how does that work? So right now, no. But tribals will be able to tame AI. Would there be dinos that prefer colder climates? There will be dinos that are more adapted to colder climates, yeah, and less adapted to warmer climates. But at the same time, you can, if you spend enough time there, you can adapt to them, and so you can spend more time before you start to suffer. Because we obviously don't want to lock people out of biomes, you know? While the footsteps in the snow is so cool. I'm not sure if we... Did we add the snow ones yet? We might have. I know that we do have specific ones for the snow, but I'm not sure if they're in yet. Will there be booster compatibility or other cloud gaming? So right now, we're not really looking to that, but maybe at some stage, yeah. Will there be server hosting in the future? Yes, there will be community servers that will run their own servers, and there will be official servers. But unofficial. Can you swim, please, so we can see the swimming animation? Okay, I can swim, but I don't know if I can get out of the river right now. I don't think we fixed this yet. So there's the animation. Kind of hard to see. But I love this biome. It's such a beautiful biome. The redwood's probably one of my favorites. But yeah, watch, I probably can't get out. I think it's too steep. But this is probably a good time to show other biomes off. Things of day. Just kind of want to show you here. So it becomes daytime, you see the snow will stay, and it will slowly start melting away. Come on, get out! Come on! Oh, I did it! Hell yeah. Okay, I probably missed a whole bunch. Can humans lay eggs? No. No, humans cannot lay eggs. Will parasites be in the game? So, we're not fully sure on all the diseases and infections that you'll get. It's possible. It might be one of them. Will the Utah be playable? We don't have Utah, but we have some similar dinosaurs. If you guys want to check out the roster, join the Discord. Ooh, there's a bridge here. I haven't seen this one. Join the Discord, the link is in the description. You'll be able to see the roster, and you'll be able to be kept up to date with anything that's going on, basically. Oh, I think this is one of the new bridges that our modeler made. It looks like it. It needs a bit more of like a bend, you know? A bit of like... a bit of gravity to it. But it looks really good. I like it. Oh yeah, the snow melted. Now, there is actually a snow biome up there. You can kind of like see it. I'm not sure how far it is. Oh. Okay, back to questions. Can you become juvie so we can see the adult sounds? Oh yeah, okay, let me do that real quick. I think this should work. Wait, I don't think that's the full adult sound though. There we go. So these are the adult sounds. They're just inverted at the moment, that's all. That's the 2 cool. The other one was the 1 cool. This is the 3 cool. And then the 4 cool. Yeah, those are the different cores. What are you guys going to be doing about mix packing? So, this is not finalized yet, so I don't want to go too into detail about it, but basically we want to have a sort of anxiety system where your character gets like a little bit anxious around dinosaurs it shouldn't be around, or dinosaurs that are like predators and whatnot. But that is the basic of it. So that will deter people from spending too much time together, basically. How long does the Eocarcharia and Dinosaurs take to grow? I don't remember the numbers in specific, but it's all different depending on your nutrient levels and... so like, have you been eating well? Are you healthy? But if I remember correctly... Oh, there's an error. Yeah, we're gonna get these errors, guys. But that's actually a good one, and I can go and report. Let me relaunch the game. What was I talking about? I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh wait, let me quickly turn this down, because it is loud as hell. You guys can see the intro. This is the intro to the game. I just turned it down because it's so loud. But yeah, this is the early tech demo, so guys, there are going to be these problems. There's going to be a couple fatals every now and then. We're still smoothing out the edges. Got the limit join the server again. actually gonna slay myself. Let's go somewhere else. If it slays myself. Hello? There we go. Let's go to a new biome. We've seen enough of the redwood. Hopefully I actually spawn somewhere else. There we go. Okay, on the beaches. Oh, actually there's something I want to show you guys around here. I'll go this way. Is there going to be night vision? Yeah, there is. What's nighttime? I think that's nighttime. That's not nighttime. Oh. Oh, that's... I just caught the sunset. Oh, wait. You guys want to see the sunset? Hold on. You guys want to see the sunset? I think it's 1950. Look at that. Tell me that's not beautiful. There we go. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. Oh wait, there's one thing I need to quickly do. One moment. There you go. Yeah, that's the beautiful sunset. Anyway, before I completely lose where I was. Oh, that doesn't look right. That is not the nighttime. Unless that's... That's definitely not the nighttime, guys. Is the nighttime not working? Oh, well, there we go. We're finding bugs together. Wait, so if I turn to 2000... Oops. Oh, maybe it's a bug with the actual admin panel. Let's go 2100. I think it's a bug with the actual admin panel, not the game. Okay. But here's the night vision. It basically makes everything a little bit foggy. We wanted to go with a bit of like a spooky feel. Oh yeah, this is the rock being a bit weird. We wanted to go with a bit of like a spooky feel to it. So some dinosaurs will see better than others, but this is our early version of it, basically. So yeah, this is absolute nighttime. And then this is with the night vision on. Obviously still early testing. We're gonna see what's best and what we find best. Get the chat back up so I can see it. But yeah, that's the night vision. Now, let's go back to daytime. And let's turn this off. There we go. What do you guys think of the night vision though? What are you guys' thoughts on it? Is there going to be a tracking system for player dinos to track and hunt other dinosaurs? So, if your dinosaur... There will be different ways. Obviously, you can hold Q and you can sniff. It is going to be very loud, by the way, when you turn these down. It's also playing the juvenile smell sound. So. But as you can see at the top, there is a scent bar. This UI is changing. In fact, all the UI you see right now is all changing. But there will be a tracking so that you can track obviously food, water, and a whole bunch of other things, but also dinosaurs over time will defecate. And if you stay in an area for too long, other predators and other dinosaurs will be able to smell that, and they'll be able to maybe find you. So it will kind of combat camping one area, basically. But there's various things that you'll be able to smell. I love the night vision, it's spooky. Best night vision ever made, unique. I'm glad you guys like it, man. Okay, well now it's daytime, but yeah. Funnily enough, it was actually an accident at first. There was a weird bug that we had with the world where it made like everything blue and kind of foggy. And I was looking at it and I was like, damn, you know, this would look really cool as a night vision. And so I got furious to kind of recreate it, and that's how we got the idea. The night vision is nice, makes the game a lot scarier. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the plan. I think it needs a bit more detailing. Yeah, for sure. It definitely needs a bit of polish. I want human mating animations in the next update. I don't think that'll be happening. Humans will not be mating and making children. Main reason being, other than the obvious, that the... Wait. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. we don't want children in a survival game where they can like get ripped apart and stuff, you know? It'd be a bit crazy. Let's go up here real quick. Never play EOE at 3 AM or this can happen. True. Looks like nearby a volcanic eruption. Well, apparently we do have a volcano. Maybe I can show you at some point. Lessens the chances of overpopulated hotspots. Yeah, that will. The dino poop. Is there a crouch? Yeah, there is. Right now the footsteps animations are actually kind of loud. They're louder than they will be. But yeah, there is a crouch and it will reduce the sound that you make. This is just still very loud. There's this cool thing I made, but now I gotta find a way down. I made this temple. This is very much unfinished, by the way. Probably shouldn't even be showing you. But there's this temple that kind of sticks out of the ground. And there's no way into it from the surface level. But if you find a way down... Here. Don't break a leg, please. We're good, we're good, we're good. Everything's okay. There's actually a cave here, so you guys are getting a bit of a sneak peek for when you get to the tech demo. Now again, this is very much unfinished, by the way. It's a little bit hidden, kind of easy to miss. There is a cave. And in the cave, you can make your way to the temple. I don't know if I can fit in there. We're gonna find out together if a dinosaur can fit in it. I know humans can. Maybe if I crouch. Oh no, I can definitely fit in that. Yeah, I don't think the Orano can fit in there. So I've been working on this slowly. Slowly building it up. But yeah, this was mainly for the tribals. There'll be other things in here that they can come and loot. Like loot areas for items and a whole bunch of things. But yeah. You can have a look down. See people coming in. Shoot them in the head. I play in the lava. The lava right now actually doesn't do any damage. I was just avoiding it for aesthetics. Oh, can I make it up here? Ooh, okay, that's something I need to fix. The step is too high. Oh! Oh, that broke my leg. Well, now you guys get to see the limp animation. Although I think we're actually redoing this because I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like the limp animation, but I like the limp idol. He's like, foot is up, and then at some point he'll look at his little foot and be like, ow. But yeah, we're redoing the walk limp. But yeah, this is basically it right now. Very much incomplete, but still pretty cute. You have come far and finish line, still not where this. Hey, it's getting there, you know. Oh no, do not climb that. We're getting there, guys. This is again the early tech demo, but I'm very proud of my team and what they've accomplished so far, and I hope you guys can enjoy it too. Because they will, again, for those of you who are new to the stream, there will be a tech demo. We're hoping to release it in December, and it'll be free to play for everybody. And so yeah, you guys can jump in and try it out. But again, if you guys want more information on that, join the Discord. The link is in the description. The step sound effects are so much better. Yeah, I agree. But there's also another entrance or exit over here. Which is really cool. What's the difference between a tech demo and a demo? A tech demo is like before a demo even. So even less gameplay than a demo. Although, to be honest, our tech demo has enough. You want me to walk on lava? It literally does nothing. The tech demo, our tech demo has quite a decent amount of gameplay. It could probably be considered a demo, but we're just calling it a tech demo. But we're walking on the lava. Right now it does nothing. There you go. How many players in a match? Right now, well, we're gonna do a stress test for our Patreons. The stress test will be on the 7th of December, so Patreons will be able to jump in, and we're gonna see how many players we can get in and how many can hold. But we're aiming for, in the beginning, 100. And if we can hold more, then we will push it up slowly. I would ideally like about 200, 300 eventually. Please don't do an elder system. We don't have an elder system. We have something similar. Called Genovariants, and it has evolutions and stuff, but it's not like the Elder system, no. Well, not the one that you're thinking of. What's a tech demo, and do you support on Kickstarter? Yes, we will be going live on Kickstarter when we bring out the tech demo. The tech demo is basically just a demo of the game. It's just before the demo, technically. But it's just a very, very early stage of the game. This is the tech demo. A very early stage of the game where people can kind of see what our game's about, see how it runs, see what we were able to do with zero funding, because this game hasn't been funded by everyone, well, anyone. Any money that went into it was straight from my pocket, basically. So this is what we were able to do with no money. A lot of the devs are working for free too. So yeah, it's just kind of like this, by the way, is going to become a waterfall. So again, ignore all the rivers, guys. Anything with water, just ignore it, because we're busy working on it. But this is eventually going to be a waterfall. We just haven't finished it yet. But yeah, so that's why we want to release the crowdfunding with the tech demo, hopefully in December, so that people can try out the game, see what it's about, see if they're impressed, and if they think that we can do better. And then hopefully we can get the funding that we need to really get the game going, you know. And that's kind of our hope there. Tell Furious this yesterday, I thought an idea of an adrenaline where if you're about to die you get a sort of damage. Oh, okay. We do have something similar, like endurance. But, adrenaline, yeah, that's a... Did you put it in the suggestions on Discord? I should have put it there so it doesn't get lost, because we always look through those. Should be a mutation, walk on lava. Perhaps. How big is the island? I can't remember the exact dimensions of it. But, I guess a lot of you are probably from the Isle and Path of Titans. And the map is slightly smaller than those two maps. Only patrons will be available to try the demo? No. So the tech demo, when we release it with the Patreon, not with the Patreon, when we release it with the Kickstarter campaign, it will be free for everybody to play. So it will be free for the public. You can just go on Steam and you can download it. But we are doing a stress test on the 7th of December, where only Patreons will be able to go on. Because we just want to stress test the server basically before we go live to everybody. Because we know how many people are wanting to play. We got, I think it's like 38,000 wishlists right now. So we just want to make sure that we're prepared for the wave before we go live with it. That's all. Now that's impressive. Thank you. We appreciate it. The more full the server is, the more alive the game will feel. Well, yeah, of course. I think the game fully released, you'll need 200 minimum because of how many playables you'll have. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. The game gets enough traction, will there be a creator programs? So that's something me as a content creator I've always liked with other games. When they have like sort of creator programs or like incentives for that kind of stuff. So I have been working on one, nothing that I can really release right now for information. But there will be things like skins and some other things, purely cosmetic stuff that will make their way in. But yeah, I can't really talk about much else. Will the devs working on the game for free, will they be compensated if the game is really popular? Of course, yeah. I mean, when we get the Kickstarter money, most of that money is going to be going to compensating the developers for what they've already done. That's kind of what we are aiming for. And then the rest will be used to continue development on the game. And hopefully we can get it to a stage where we can stretch out the money enough for early access, and then we'll obviously release the game and try and make money like that, basically, to keep funding the game and keep bringing out more and more content. Because we wanna bring out regular updates, even if it's not big updates. Even things like bug fixing and... wait, where am I? I want to go there. Yeah, like constant bug fixing, making sure the game is always running smooth, maybe adding a thing here or there. We're not going to wait for always big updates, you know. We want to keep the game active. We want to let the community know that, hey, we know about this problem, we are working on it, and yeah, that's kind of what we plan to do right now. I'll show you guys the cove in a bit, but I want to show you something quick. Crazy how your devs cooked up and polished playable game before a bigger dev group could create one dinosaur. Hey, listen, we're in no competition with anyone. We're just trying to do our own thing. But yeah, I'm very proud of my developers and our team. Everyone has been working super hard, and they are great at what they do, as you guys can see. And yeah, we're just kind of making our own lane in the community. There's plenty of space. We encourage people to make more dinosaur games, you know. We all love dinosaur games, so the more the better for the player base, and we're just going to be one of them, basically. Thanks for your transparent gay shirt. Alright, guys. But yeah, you're welcome. We'll always try to be as transparent as possible. I mean, I knew that the game's going to have bugs. Me showing it right now is going to have crashes and stuff, but if you guys are well aware of following us on YouTube and watching the dev vlogs or on the Discord, we're always talking about and showing all the issues that we have as we go, you know. We're very much transparent about the whole game progress right now. But yeah, this is one of the things I created. It's like a small little ravine. Man, I love the lighting in this game. It's so beautiful. And then there's a little bridge. This water I need to recreate here. It's not amazing. It's okay for now. There's a little bridge that goes into a cave. And the cave right now is very small and not much to it, but I plan to expand it a little bit. But yeah, this is it. I like it. Do not have good enough PC for this game to support. You might be surprised. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? That's why we're releasing it for free, so that you can try it out before you end up spending any money on it. That's the main thing we want to make sure, is that you guys are happy with the game before you go and spend any money. Will the shark playable work in the rivers? Will it be a big threat to humans and other dinos? Well, the shark's gonna play out very much like how you would think a shark would, right? It has its abilities, but I don't remember what they are at the moment. I know it has a great fence, but I really don't remember exactly what it does. But it's gonna play like a shark, and of course it's gonna be a massive threat. It's huge, guys. It's a really big shark. It's gonna be a massive threat to dinosaurs and humans, of course. Humans will have boats that they'll be able to travel on in the rivers, and of course those boats can be rocked by anything big enough, and so the humans will have to be careful that they don't end up as a snack. How many people on the team? On the team right now, so at the moment we have 30 people, but the thing is, most of them, I'd say a good 80% of them are kind of just working when they have some extra time, you know, very, very much like part-time. But the most, I'd say active, we probably have about 10 that are like very active. I'm just asking if this game can also be optimized to support low-end PCs. That is the plan, yeah, that is very much the plan. We do want to try support low-end PCs. Of course, the graphics will never look as good as the high graphics. That is just something that's impossible. But we're gonna try and push our performance as much as we can. Our team is very much stuck on having good performance. Everything we do is to make sure that the game performs well for everyone. Especially our map guy, he's a bit obsessed with performance, so we will do our best, basically. So will the dinosaur island be with more dense vegetation? Not necessarily more dense, no. But there'll be less roads and stuff, because that's more of like a human thing, you know. To be honest, I look at Echoes of Extinction as a new modern era of dinosaur games. It will be the stable of dinosaur genre. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, I hope so. Well, thing is that, like, again, we're just kind of sticking in our own lane. We're trying to do our own thing. And we hope that we can inspire other developers, and maybe there'll be more games like ours. Maybe there'll be other games like similar, you know. We all love dinosaur games, we all enjoy them. I am a gamer first before anything, as a lot of you know. So I look forward to anything that's really coming out, as long as it's of good quality. How's the anti-cheat looking? What plans? So with the anti-cheat, we are looking into a whole bunch of them at the moment. We are seeing which one will work best, because, well, obviously we don't want hackers, right? I don't think any game does. But we do have some plans, not only with anti-cheat, but we will also have, I have plans to have a support team that people can report hackers in an area, and we'll have a paid support team that can go check out these areas and look out for them. So we'll constantly be banning hackers and be on the lookout for them. We want to make sure that the gameplay is fair and that everyone's having a good time and that no one feels like they're just in this waste zone where nobody cares, basically, and you just wasted all your time playing. Hey, what's up, Dre? How you doing? Will sharks ever be playable? There is a playable shark, yeah. The Megalodon is not playable though, no. That is kind of like a world border, so it will border the edge of the maps, and if you go out too far, you're gonna get eaten. Will it be able to drag boats? It will be able to rock the boats, yeah, and tip them over. How deep will the rivers be? Because the sharks will be in it. So our rivers are going to be very deep. One thing about our rivers, actually, first of all, they're going to be very deep. They're going to be a lot bigger than they are right now, once we have the aquatics that come in. And also they will be all connected. So all our rivers will be connected. Even if they're not connected on the surface, they'll be connected underground in little underground cave water systems, basically, where aquatics and semi-aquatics will be able to traverse the map through these caves. Cheaters are going to be a big problem. I hope you have an effective fighting team. Yep, we know. I've been around in the gaming industry, but yeah, we're going to do our best to fight off the hackers, of course. Do you do any of the development, or are you the project lead and tester? So I'm mainly the project lead, so I come up with all the ideas, I do all the business side of the game, but I do work on the map as well. So I worked on this area, the cave, the ravine that you saw, the cave with the lava, and other areas I have worked on as well. But mainly it's AirSick that does the map. I just kind of go in and work on specific little areas, mainly the human buildings, but any caves that we've seen right now also were just me. In fact, I think there's an area here that I worked on not too long ago. It's somewhere. I think it's over here. Let me see if I can find it. Is dino pooping going to be in the tech demo? No, not in the tech demo. This game is looking beautiful. You and the team have done an amazing work so far. Thank you, I appreciate that. Add your PC components in the description. I should do that. I'll do that for the next stream. You're right, the more dinosaur games, the better. Of course, of course. Please make sure you change your whole admin. Okay. Will the Megalodon be killable? So we had plans for the Megalodon being killable, but I don't know how easy it will be to kill. It would be kind of cool, and then you get like a secret achievement for it, you know? It would definitely be very difficult, but it has a health bar, so technically it's killable. Have you got any idea how much the early access will cost? Will it be similar? Yeah, it'll be similar to a lot of games. Is it down here? It'll be similar to other games in this genre, basically. It's the best way I can put it right now. I think it's this way. It must be this way somewhere. Like an underground highway? Yeah, exactly. An underground underwater highway. There'll be air pockets and stuff as well, so you can catch your breath. Will semi-aquatics have a way to avoid Puru? Well, they're... Wait, semi-aquatics. Well, yeah, I mean... Just as any dinosaur, you know, at the end of the day, they can swim. They can see underwater pretty well, too, so they'll be able to see it coming. Those are the main things. But, they'll have their own abilities and ways to defend themselves, and some might even be faster than the Puru. 2 questions. How long will the tech demo be up, and how are tribals going to tame dinosaurs? So the tech demo is going to be up. We haven't actually put an end date to it, but it's going to last probably as long as the Kickstarter campaign does. So it's kind of just like a tester. And then we will have to put it down so that once we get the funding, once the funding arrives, we can start like working more on the game. And so we'll have to put it down. Oh, there's another error. So this area does still have it. Okay, good to know. But yeah, so it will be up for as long as the Kickstarter is active, basically. Okay, 2 fatal errors is not as bad as I thought it would be. But let's open it again, and let me turn down this, because the intro is super loud right now. But now I can answer questions. Will the tech demo be multiplayer? Yes, it will. When aquatics, semi-aquatics are added to the game, will they be in a bunch? Will there be AI in the rivers? Yes, there will be AI in the rivers. We have some fish. Yeah, the tech demo will be multiplayer. Is Spinosaur playable? Yeah, the Spinosaurus will be playable at some point. Let's see if I can spawn in the desert. I want to try to show you guys the desert biome. Will the snake be viable? It seems very vulnerable to most dinosaurs. We're going to see. The snake is one of those that it's very much going to be... Let's go as a heavy one. We're going to be testing and playing around with it a lot. Because yeah, as you know, it is one of those tricky ones. Okay. Oh, and I spawned in the desert. How perfect is that? Wait, just need to... Oops. I need to do something real quick. 1 second. There you go. Let's get the chat back up. For the Kickstarter, how many tiers will there be? Oh, I don't remember exactly how many tiers there are, but there's like 15 maybe? Is there about 15 tiers? Oh, I missed a donation, I'm so sorry. The Espor08, thank you for the $4. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm so sorry I missed that. I got lost in the chat, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I think it'd be cool to make like a Megalodon killer bull, but yeah, definitely has to be difficult. Yeah, I think it would be interesting. Will the game have a global chat or local? Yeah. Oh, right now we just have the global. It's gonna look a bit different in the tech demo because we redid the UI. Maybe I can show you guys a bit later. But yeah, right now everything is global, but we will have local and possibly group. We'll see. Will the game price be the same in South Asia as that of the US? The game price on Steam will probably change a little bit depending on the region. Oh, did your game crash? Yeah, it did. This build still has a couple issues that we need to resolve. That's why the tech demo is not fully live yet. How to get the Patreon? The Patreon link is in the description if you guys want to support it. Again, on the 7th of December, you guys will be able to... Well, our Patreon members with a sub-adult tier above will be able to stress test the servers before they become free for everyone. And if you are a patron with those tiers and above, you also do get the full game completed. Well, you get the full game for when the game is completed, basically. So you don't have to rebuy it. Echo of AI is a big problem. Yeah, so we're definitely going to have a whole bunch of AI running around because we want to have human migration. Or human migration. We want to have AI migrations. So you'll see a whole bunch of them in herds. The way our AI works basically is that there'll be herds and there'll be some that are more singular and smaller groups. But what will happen is the AI will call out for each other and they'll kind of like try stick together as a safety thing. And then if you split them up, they'll go running in their own direction and then they'll call out for each other again and slowly make their way together. So there's going to be a bit of a herding system that you'll see, which I think will be quite exciting. If you're playing as a duo, will there be a way for you to spawn together? We do plan to do something like that, yeah, because it's obviously a lot nicer. This is another thing I built. This little... Right now it's just the walls. The inside, there's not much to it. I guess I can show you. The forest is pretty though. Of course, Dre. Of course it is. The forest is like the only place you love. Would the game price be the same? Or no, it'll change depending on the region. Would you say Dinosaurs is like the hippo of the game? In a way. In a way, yeah. I definitely can see that. Yo, -1, thank you for the 20 euros. I appreciate that, man. Hello, long time no see, Islander. It's been a while. I really do appreciate your support that you've been showing on almost every stream, if not every stream. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm talking about a human player and a dinosaur player being in the same squad. Probably not. Probably not. But again, on unofficial servers, things will change, you know. We want to give unofficial servers a way for them to customize their server to how they think the game should be. In fact, we even want to go to the extent where if unofficial servers don't want humans, they can disable them, or if they don't want dinosaurs, they can disable them. So we really do want to give as many options as possible to cater for these unofficial servers that want to have the game in their way, basically, or how they see it. Will there be local chat? Will the local chat be species specific? We haven't thought about that yet, to be honest. But yeah, we're still on the fence about it. I do like the idea though. It does make more sense, but we'll see. They usually make games cheaper in third world countries that they can't afford. Yeah, they usually do. Yeah, there's just like a little pond here. I can see the boxes. Strange. Yeah, this is the one area, and there's actually another temple I built further down this way. A lot of AI with 100 players is going to be hard to maintain. It depends. It depends. There are ways to have more AI. But that's what the testing is about, you know? We're going to stress test and see how far we can push things. Dinos don't interact with objects, yes. Leaves, bushes. So, not with all of them, but we do want that to happen. And it might even be in the tech demo. Because you see, it does with humans, but there's a bug that it's not working with the dinosaurs for some reason. So it's just a bug that we kind of just need to look into and fix. But it is planned. Will AI drink from the river? Yes. AI will get thirsty and hungry. So they will slowly migrate to food sources and water sources, giving even the semi-aquatics a way to kind of go and snatch one up. Is there a system for tracking odors or another tracking method? Yeah, so you'll be able to smell and you'll see that UI appear, even though that's changing. That's not how it's going to be. It's going to be something a bit different, more like a compass. But you'll be able to smell like water, food, and all sorts of things, basically. As well as footsteps, but I don't know if that works right now. Let's see. I don't know how long you need to hold it for footsteps at the moment. Oh, there we go. Kinda works. A little bit. What kind of anti-cheat are you planning on implementing? I can't say at the moment. We're looking at a whole bunch of them right now. We're gonna see which one's the best. The idea of tribal players allying with herbivore players where they coexist and thrive off each other seems promising. Well, that could be something that might happen on the unofficial servers if that's what the server owners want, yeah. How many different nutrients are there in the tech demo for herbies and carnies and how to get them? I don't know. That's something more Furious would know. I don't know exactly how many, but if you look here, there's the is it the nutrients bar? And basically, right now it doesn't lock the camera. But basically, you can. This is not the final UI, by the way. This is just for testing. But you can kind of structure your dinosaur how you want it to. So if you want better stam regen and endurance, you can put that up. If you want more health regen, you can kind of, when you have a good enough diet, which is that symbol at the bottom right, you'll be able to kind of structure it how you prefer your dinosaur to be. So everyone will have their preferred build. Of course, there will be metas and whatnot. And if you like that one, you can lock it so it doesn't move. And you move these, and you know, you kind of just make your own preferred one. But to get these nutrients, you will eat plants that are around the map. Certain plants spawn in different areas, so some will spawn in the desert, some will spawn in the jungle, and so on. And each will give nutrients towards your dinosaur. Some will be more preferred, and yeah, that's how you do it. But everything will give nutrients, though. Everything will give something that you kind of need or want. How many dinosaurs are available for the tech demo? Right now, 2. The 2 that you've seen already. So the Eocarcharia and the Onychodus. The Puru model is ready. We just have no animations for it. So I highly doubt they'll make it into a tech demo. Will there be aquatic dinosaurs or just... Yep, there will be aquatic dinosaurs as well. Lol, will there be a map? Yes. As you can see, there will be a map. The map is very open. This is the desert, so yeah, the desert is very open. Are you planning to release quets or any birds sooner or later? Well, next, if you guys actually look on our past live streams on this channel, you will see that we were already starting to design the trope. So yeah, that's gonna be our next bird, our next flyable creature. Will crocs have a set max growth, or will you let them keep growing and just slow growth? I saw there was a discussion about that. Right now there's just a set growth. If at some point we do something like that, it could be cool, I guess. But we'll have to talk about that a lot more still. I hope I can fit in here with the Dinosaurs. The Dinosaurs is quite big. Oh, I just barely fit. But this is the unfinished... Oh look, you got a little Harry Potter torch. This is the unfinished temple that I have. There's like a little room in there, but he's definitely not fitting in there. And you can also make your way up, but I don't think he will fit there either. And right now the arena doesn't have the turn in place, so I can't like turn around on the spot. But we're getting the animations for that soon. I guess I could do this. The alter text. But yeah. Will nutrient buff things be in the tech demo? A very basic version of it, yeah. From the very top of my head, bugs, cheaters, pin mechanics. Yeah, so with pin mechanics, we won't have many creatures that can pin. I'm not a big fan of pinning, because I'm not a big fan of gameplay that basically stops you from playing the game, you know? Where it's just like, oh, now I'm pinned. That's it for me, you know, I might as well just go make a sandwich or something. There will be, if you do get pinned, or if you do get stuck in that sort of way, there will be ways that you can fight, and there will be a sort of gameplay towards it where you can get out of that situation. So you're not just like, oh my god, we spawned twice in this. You're not just kind of stuck in there. And it's just like, oh, hands off keyboard, hope for the best. Interesting, that slider system. Yeah. I mean, the UI for it is very ugly. We haven't, that's literally just the basic for it. But yeah. Wait, are we by the cove? I want to show you guys the cove. Let's go to the cove. But yeah, there will be counterplay to anything like that. Sound designer is doing a great job. For real. Now, our sound designers, we have 2 of them, and they are absolutely amazing. I'm very blessed with basically our whole team, to be honest. Our whole team has been so good, and especially that we have no funding towards the game, and they're all just putting in the time, and we all believe in the game. We all want it to happen, and to see what we've been able to do is just, it's incredible, and I'm very proud of them. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. When is a stress test? So the stress test, which is just for the Patreons, is on the 7th of December. But sometime in December, we hope to release the tech demo that will be free for everyone. Oh, here we go over the invisible rock. This is the temple from some of the shorts I've seen on YouTube. Yep, exactly. That is the temple. Def remember a tribal being chased in there? Probably. Well, the ocean water looks so good. Yeah, it does, eh? I really do like the ocean. Yeah, I did this little area with all the rocks and stuff. Kinda proud of it. Even though it's just a bunch of rocks. But yeah, the water looks really good. Still needs a little bit of work. Like, okay, maybe not here as much. But some areas it kind of floats a bit. Yeah, the ocean looks really, really nice. And there's the sunset slowly going down. I love the sunset in this game. Let's see, what about... Oh, there we go. Yeah. The lighting is just so nice. Anyway, back to questions. Down the road, does the team plan on doing some weather events? Yes, there will be weather events, and they will affect the temperature, and that will affect your character. I showed you guys the snow earlier. I don't know how many of you missed that, but yeah. Thank God no insta-kill mechanics. No. There will be a way out if you are good enough. It will be like a skill check in a way, you know. Will there be a minimap? Not for the dinosaurs, no. I don't like the minimap because I feel like it's kind of like ruins the immersion a little bit. I don't know what your guys' ideas are on that though. Or opinions, should I say. Will you guys plan on supporting the Steam Deck? I think that'd be really cool. We'll look into it at some stage, yeah. I think it would be pretty cool. I like what they're doing. By the way, if you guys look at the ping, it's like really bad. That's just because I'm in South Africa and the server is in North America. So yeah. But also that ping counter is actually not accurate either. And it is not that bad. It's probably at about like 180, 200. We need to fix the counter there. Damn, 140 members in the live. Hell yeah. Let's show off the tribal a little bit. We got the male and the female. And you got their hair. And the color really doesn't work properly right now though. Oh, the white doesn't. The rest are okay. We got our tribal man. These are all the models that we made too. But the tribal is under a lot of work right now. There's a whole bunch of things that we're working on. And because I think that you can't harvest yet either on this build. Oh wait. Oh wait, you can. Is it working? No, it is. Okay, so you can harvest bushes and you can craft stuff. This UI is also changing, by the way. We're redoing all the UI because I'm not happy with it. And so it'll tell you what you need to build everything. And you will slowly build it all, but I'm probably just gonna spawn it in. Because I'm lazy. Let's get a torch. There you go, we got our torch. So this is what the tribals will see at night, okay? But bear in mind, imagine you're a dinosaur and you have your night vision that you can see a lot further, and you're just this silly little tribal. Hold on, let me see if I can do something real quick. That just kind of stands out in the night, you know? You're a spotlight. Imagine how terrifying that is. You don't even need your night vision and you'll be able to see exactly where the tribal is. That's the terrifying part. Let's turn that off. There we go. I hate having control of the code, being denied. Yeah, I agree. Man, I love the water, the waves, everything looks really good. Yeah, it does. Look at the night sky, dude. That's one of my favorites. There's the moon. Probably behind the mountain. Damn. There will be different moon phases too. Yeah. There's an eclipse that can happen. Like throughout the day, it will suddenly you will see the moon and the sun kind of block each other, or the moon will block the sun, and it will become dark for a few moments and then light again. So they are like little events like that are kind of random, a bit rare that will happen. Let me show you guys the armor. So, oh, there you go. So this is all customized and made by us, by the way, even the tribal. And the same with the armor. Let's see. So let's spawn that one. Spawn that one. This. This, and then the boots. Oops. Okay, and we got our armor. Let me show it like this, rather. So yeah, and there's the female armor and the male armor, which looks different, basically. But this is the first tier armor. This is just the basic, very, very basic. You'll be able to craft this kind of like on the run. It'll give a bit of protection, nothing too crazy. But yeah. This was made by one of our modelers. I really like the head mask too. I like it. Probably show a bit of the map. Let's see. Let's try to go up. So there's a village up here as well, which will be one of the spawn areas. Sorry, I'll get to you guys' questions in a sec. Just want to show some stuff. Will be one of the spawn areas for the tribals. There will be questers for the tribals here, so you can talk to NPC and get quests. And oh, we've got one of the QA members on. Hello. Oh, I can't talk right now. But yeah, so in here we will decorate it, and there'll be AI just walking around, basically like NPC humans, and just filling up the village. And you can go get different tasks and quests from them, and they'll give you rewards and whatnot. This will be the elevator that brings you up from the bottom here. Down there's like a little cave over there where those buildings are, and you'll make your way up. This will be a kind of a landing zone for when you... Because tribals will have flyers, so they can come here and land their flyers and keep them in the stable so that they're safe. And you'll also be able to talk to some flyer NPCs, and you'll be able to catch a flight to maybe another village. And you'll go out with this taxi, basically. Taxi service. So yeah, that's the idea with this. That's the village. This is the big land bridge. This is the cove, though. This is the cove area. There will be a waterfall here. As you guys can see, there's like a river. and the waterfall would drop down on here, and there's a river that goes all the way there into a little pond. But this is the cove area. This was the first area we ever made, basically. Then over here we have the light forest. It's like a much smaller forest. Hold on one sec. We have the lighter forest here, which eventually leads into the redwood forest. This is where we were earlier. And then that way is the jungle. Again, the rivers are, ignore them. They're very work in progress right now. There's gonna be some little waterfalls over here. In fact, there already is, and I showed them on our Discord. If you guys want to join our Discord and check out the sneak peeks channel, you guys can go see what this area looks like now. Like, you'll be able to see the little waterfalls we made here and there. And then here's the redwood that we went through earlier. And then here's the jungle. And down there, far in the distance, where you see that far mountain, behind that is actually the desert. The flying is so slow. Oh my god. Okay, we're a little bit faster. Up here is the snow. Here's the snow mountain. So there's the redwood. The redwood will also snow, as you guys saw. But this is the permanent snow area. Again, that's more redwood over there. And then over here is the swamp area. By the way, ignore all the popping in and stuff. That's just because of this build right now. It won't pop in like that. You'll be able to see all the trees and from a distance. We're busy working on that a lot. But yeah, here is the very work in progress swamp. That is very work in progress because there's nothing. I think there's more work on this side, maybe. We haven't really done much with the swamp just yet. But yeah, this is the swamp area. Yeah, as you can see, the grass is like loading in very slowly. Oh wait, and there's here. Yeah, I forgot about this area. There's more to it. Again, all the water systems are very ugly looking right now. Still working on those. And yeah, so this is swamp, and then here's the volcano. We'll have a volcano here. And then there is the desert. You guys get a bit of a sneak peek beforehand, so you know where to go. And then the cove is all the way over there. That's where we were earlier. And there are these... Oh, this area is kind of like swampy, but not really. It's more like meadows, not swamp. It's more like meadows. I like the look of the meadows. And then there'll be the islands that will have things on them too. You can swim out to the islands, and they'll be populated. This is where the cave is, with the building inside. Where are we? Yeah. Oh wait, this is the area I wanted to show you. I wonder if it will crash while I'm flying around. I know this area didn't like something. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. There's a little island here in a lake. A little broken bridge. You can still traverse there. But there's an island with a little temple ruin type thing, and you can swim across here. That's not meant to be land, that's meant to be water. But oh, it's because of the river that connects. Okay, I see. But yeah, kind of fully surrounded little area over here. And that's most of the map, at least. Then there's the cave that we saw earlier. Is somewhere. Did you hear? I'm lost now. So there's oh yeah. And this is where that ravine is. You go under, and there's the bridge and all that. Okay, let's get back to questions, because I probably missed a whole bunch. By the way, feel free to re-ask any questions if I missed them, okay? Will Dino players be able to spawn in Human Island once the Dino Island launches? No, they won't. But some will be able to traverse to it, though. Will there be controller support? At some point, we would like that. AM also South African? Nice. Will there be EU servers when the tech demo comes out? Yeah, there'll be EU and NA servers. How many players will the server hold? We're aiming for about 100. But we would like to get to about 200-300. Is flooding a weather event that is planned to happen in the game? We were talking about it, but we would have to see how it affects with the performance. It's all about performance at the end of the day. It's possible, but we don't want that if it's gonna take a big dip in performance for players, because at the end of the day, gameplay and performance is more important. Is there a first-person view option for the playables? Not right now, but there will be. Wait. But if there are going to be no instant-death mechanics, how is the poor grab thing? Also, 2 questions. How will tribes tame dinosaurs, and will there be AI carnies? The poor will be able to grab things and drown them, but again, there will be ways for players to, if they're good enough, to kind of fight their way out of certain grips. Of course, there's some dinosaurs that will just be too small, and they won't have much of a chance, right? At the end of the day, the poor is an apex. But some bigger ones will have a chance to fight their way out. What part of South Africa are you from? I'm from Cape Town. Will it be hard to play? Oh wait, you asked another question. Also 2 questions. How will tribals tame dinosaurs, and will there be AI carnies that hunt players? Well, quickly, yeah, there will be AI carnies that will hunt players, especially the tribals. And another thing is the tribals will tame creatures. So basically, there will be nests that AI will make and that players will make as well. And these nests, tribals can go to them and steal eggs from. And then they can take the eggs home and hatch them and raise them, and that's how they will tame a dinosaur. The game looks ridiculously good graphics-wise right now. Yeah, I think so too. I appreciate that. We've been working quite hard on it. And this is not even the final look. There's a lot of changes and stuff that we want to make still. This is on max graphics? Yeah, this is on max. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's on high. But our max graphics we haven't set up yet. How long have you in your team been working on this project? Just about 2 years now. But yeah, 2 years of no funding, so it's been very on and off. We kind of just work on it when we can. Once we get the funding, once we can work more full-time, it'd be amazing. And there'd be a lot more progress. Is the armor enough to keep you warm in the snow? And not this one, no. Got to go, but thanks for the stream. Love the game. Can't wait for it. God bless you all. Thank you, man. Thank you for sticking around, and hopefully we see you soon. A outdid himself with the map. He really did, dude. A is such a wizard with making maps. It's incredible. Not only making them look nice, but perform well too. What's the plan for tree LODs they pop in at the moment? Yeah, we're gonna be fixing all that. Don't worry. Grass seems to be a bit bright. I agree, especially in the jungle. There's a lot of things that I want to change in the jungle because I like what it looks like, but I don't like the color of the jungle right now. It's very bland, a bit too much of the same color. Will there be different species to choose from? Yeah, of course. Right now in the tech demo, there will be only 2, but as we progress, and there'll be more. Swamp water and biological life will be different than other biomes. Yeah, there'll be different AI in different biomes, yeah. Mind telephone me to you. Another car, we don't have ATP command right now. How many playables will be available on the first release of the game? Are you talking about the tech demo, or are you talking about the early access? Early access will be about 4 or 5. Tech demo will be 2. 2 dinosaurs, and then the tribals, male and female. Aztec vibes? Yeah, it does give Aztec vibes. Will certain nutrients affect certain stats on your dino, such as bite force and night vision? Yeah. Oh, I can't show you on the human, but you'll be able to... Basically, you'll be able to customize what you want to work better. Let me show you. It's a lot better if I just show you. Oh. I showed you guys earlier, but... Okay. So here, as you get your nutrients up, you'll get more points that you can put into things. And you'll be able to like mess around with the slider. So if you want more infection heals, then you can put that up. Your incubation rate you want high, you'll put that up. Health regen. So you'll be able to kind of balance out your dino the way you want to. And so everyone will have their own kind of builds and what they like the most. You can lock it and kind of build it how you prefer. So yeah, as long as your nutrients are high, you can put points into these different things. And you can kind of build it how you want. So every food will give nutrients, basically. Some will be more, some will be better for your dinosaur, but they will all give nutrients. Yeah. Is this human island or dino island? This is the human island. Would the team consider adding takedown animations for when a dino and tribe was killed for... See, the thing about those is that they're very cool. But they're mostly cool for single player games because you get locked in when you get locked in an animation like a takedown, and let's say another player comes and attacks you while you're locked into the animation. It's very strange. So maybe we'll do it and then have a way for you to cancel out of it, even though it might look weird. But yeah, that's the main thing right now. I hope people don't hotspot in UE. I mean, I think it's unavoidable in most games. But we will try and make most of the map as interesting as possible so that they are less likely to be hotspots. Is there gameplay tips or any tutorials of the tech demo? Not on the tech demo. We do want some gameplay tips though. But there won't be like any tutorials yet on the tech demo. But the game is very basic at the moment. It's just eat, drink, fight, and explore. So and as you do that, you will grow basically. Will people be able to spawn together as in a group? Yes, but not in the tech demo. Will there be panting animations for creatures as they run out of stamina? No. Though that would be cool. I do like the idea. One thing there is though. Oh, I can't really show you. But as your dinosaur gets more hungry, I'll show you, or remind me, once we're like walking around and my hunger goes down. But you will see like when someone's hungry, they will be a lot thinner. And when they're full, they'll be a little bit thicker. But I'll show you guys as we go. I'll play as a human cannibal. Well, that will be a thing. So yeah. How grouping system works in this game? At the moment it's very basic. You kind of will just go up to a player and invite them to your group. And then you will see like a little name above their head so you know they're in your group. It's that's how simple it will be. I think it will be in the tech demo. That's what we're aiming for, but we will have to see. Your FPS goes from 34 to 120. Yeah, ignore that. That's actually wrong. I don't know if you guys can see the other FPS counter from Steam. Let me see. Can you see it on the stream? Oh, no, you can't. Okay, but when you see those dips actually aren't happening. Because I have the real FPS counter from Steam. And when those dips happen, because that was something that I was worried about, and I brought it up to the team. I was like, why is my game dipping so much? Like, it's a very big dip. And then they told me to activate this Steam FPS counter, and it's like, those dips just don't happen. So I don't know, this, see, right now it's 47, but on the Steam counter it's 122. So yeah. Will there be egg nesting? Yes, they will. And it's quite an important thing in the game too, so... Is it going to be like Ark where you can cry your tames? Not exactly like that, but you'll be able to put them in stables, and then there'll be different stables at different villages, and also at your base that you can put them in and out of. But no, there'll be no like Pokeballs. When you plan to release the game, the tech demo we're hoping to release in December, and early access we don't know yet. It all depends on how the crowdfunding goes, the Kickstarter in December. If you lose nutrients, will all the stats drop down one state or one at a time? That is something that you'll have to ask Furious. He's busy working on it, so it's not like fully in place yet. But yeah, I'm actually not sure about that. Could a future mechanic for some dinos be the ability to vault over small mediums? Yeah. Without having to rely on jumping? Yeah. So there will be some sort of vaulting for smaller items. Nothing that looks too crazy. Like, I don't want him to be able to, like, climb up this, for instance. But perhaps something maybe, like that height, where he can just kind of make a bigger step over it. That would be cool. Could a future mechanic for some dinos... Oh, wait, I already read that. Why doing two separate islands? So the idea is that dinosaurs and tribals will be they will start on two separate islands, and they can traverse to the islands, and it'll be like two separate servers. For one, it's so that there will be enough space for enough tribals and enough dinosaurs, because let's say there's 100 players on a server, right? Now, let's say 50 are humans, 50 are dinosaurs. The chances of you finding a dinosaur of your species and the chances of a tribal finding more tribals is like very low. So I'd rather have two separate servers that they can transfer between. So you'll be able to take a boat out or go to a fishing village and take a boat. And that way the tribals can have their own area and the dinosaurs can have their own area, and they'll both be able to fill 100 slots each. But the main thing is that the tribals will have to come to the dinosaur island very often if they want to progress through the tiers. So medium to late tier, if the tribals want to progress, they have to come to the dinosaur island to get rarer minerals. There will be more loot for them to find. It'll be a lot riskier. It'll be kind of like a expedition they have to go on. They have to get a bunch of stuff and then go back to the dinosaur island. Go back to the tribal island, sorry. So it's very risky, and so there will be plenty of human and dinosaur interaction. Can't stop looking at the water. Yeah, it is beautiful. Will you be able to ride... You'll be able to ride flyers, yeah, as a tribal. Why don't you make it so when you're pinned, you take less damage from others attacking you? Because it just doesn't really make sense, does it? I'd rather just make a way to get out of it. How long will the stress test last for? Probably like a day, maybe two at max. Not very long. It depends how quickly we can get information. Missing footprints. Are we? I can see them. I see the footprints. Can we see the sitting animation? There's the sit. And then there's a... Oops, wrong button. And there's a sleep. So you can sleep and it recovers your stamina and you heal a lot faster too. But obviously you're in a state where now you're locked. Do you have any plans for mix packing? Yes, we do have an anxiety system where if you spend too much time around something that you shouldn't, your anxiety will start going up and it will start... your character will have some debuffs from it. But that's still very much a work in progress idea, and we're working on it. Wait, so tribals and dinosaurs not spawn in the same landmass? No, they don't. but there will be plenty of interaction between them because tribals will constantly have to make their way to the dinosaur island. The thing is, the main idea is because tribals will be able to build, and with the map, I don't know if you guys have ever played games like Rust or Ark. You know, people make a mess everywhere with building, and what we don't want is to disrupt the kind of dinosaur gameplay where humans are now building over the water so dinosaurs can't get to the water, or they're just building in the way of things and they make the map look like a mess, and it makes it very difficult for dinosaurs to kind of play and enjoy the game and get the nutrients that they need without having to walk past a massive wall, you know. And also for the tribals, so that they have a chance when they spawn in, they have a chance to get some basic stuff going and then head their way to the dinosaur island. Dinosaur island will be able to make camps. The tribals will be able to make camps on the dinosaur island so that they can like loot and put some stuff in safe areas. And they'll be able to spawn there too if they die. But yeah, they won't be able to build big buildings. They'll just be here to get as much as they can and get out before the dinosaurs find them and kill them. A bit of an extraction type gameplay, I guess, when they come to this island. But it also, again, allows for more players. Could you make a small dinosaur played by a player, your pet, or a companion? I mean, on unofficial servers, they might allow that. And then, yeah, they can disable the anxiety system and you can do whatever you want. Will the tech demo be live and improved until early access is released? So the tech demo will be live as long as the Kickstarter is live, so that people can try it out before spending any money on it, so they can see. Basically, it's an idea to see what we can do, what we've done already with no funding. So this is all no funding, and to kind of get an idea of what we could do with some funding. But the Kickstarter won't be live for that long, and then it will only be available for Patreons and supporters on the Kickstarter. So anyone who's paid or supported the game will be able to play all the way up until early access. Every third step or so there's a missing footprint. Oh, is there? Oh yeah, you could be right. If you need any testers for your game, sign me up. Or you can join the Discord and you can apply for the QA team if you want. I don't understand, I thought they were playing with a human. What do you mean? Is there a grouping system? Yeah, we're hoping to have a grouping system for the tech demo. I play plenty of Ark. Yeah, so you know the problem. Not spawning on the same landmass is not what I was expecting. Well, that's what the main plan is right now. Everything is obviously subject to change, but that's what we're going with at the moment. What do you think of it? I thought both factions were going to be on the same landmass. That was a huge. The thing is that, again, I said all the problems that come with it. I also kind of wanted that, but it makes things very messy, and it makes it so that not enough players can really play on the same server or find like their own species, which affects gameplay quite a bit. But again, as a tribal, you have to come to this island all the time to come get resources. So when it comes to gameplay, interaction, I think this is one of the mushrooms that the herbivores need to eat. Yeah, it is. There will be plenty interaction. Is it more of an extraction game than a survival game? I don't understand. No. Only that element is kind of extraction-y. But the main game is, for the tribals at least, for the dinosaurs it's all survival. It's all just survival. For the tribals, it's very much, mostly 99% is survival. At the end of the day, you spawn on the beach, you go get resources, you hunt AI, you have to eat, you have to drink, you have to build your base, you have to find items, you have to go loot areas, you get the resources, you go up in the tiers and you will get better resources and better equipment, better tools, better weapons. It's very much just the survival that you're talking about, or that you are used to. But to get to the higher tier resources, they will have to come to the dinosaur island, and they will come here, and again, it will be just survival. You go out into the wilderness, and you go and get the rarer resources that only spawn on this island. And then you have to bring it home to your base if you survive. That's the only kind of extraction part to the game. It's the main game is definitely not extraction. It just has that one little element to it, that's all. But yeah, surviving on a dinosaur island will not be easy, because obviously there are dinosaur players everywhere. And so you're gonna have to try avoid them, build traps, make a little campsite so that you can be a little bit safe. You'll be able to make little campsites in the trees too, so you can make little tree houses. Which island is bigger? And this is Human Island, right? The Human Island will be bigger than the Dinosaur Island. But yeah, this is the Human Island right now. This is going to be on PC only right now. Right now, yes. We were looking to console in the future. Will the giant millipede be able to hunt humans and have venom? Yes, it will. Will those who support the Kickstarter Patreon get any in-game effects, cosmetics, and patterns? Yes, the Kickstarters and the Patreons will get cosmetics. Because that's the thing that we're going to be doing, is that we're going to have a lot of different cosmetics for people. And the Patreon and Kickstarter will give their supporters different things, basically. I agree with them being in different maps. Well, I'm glad. Community servers can make all spawn in some island. That could be a plan, yeah. I don't see why not. Community servers can even turn off dinosaurs or turn off humans if they want to. I think it's good that they are separated. I also think so. I think it actually will improve the gameplay for both sides, and it will help a lot with balancing too, and giving the humans like a kind of chance at survival in the beginning. How many dino species will there be roughly, and do you start as an adult dino, or will they be growing part of it? Like in total, I think it's like 35 plus, but no, you start as a juvenile and then you grow. It's seamless growth as well, so it's not like growth stages. Will tribals be able to stay for extended periods on Dinosaur Island? They can stay for as long as they want. What will happen if tribals... What will happen to tribals if they don't go back to Tribal Island? Nothing. They can stay as long as they want. There is no timer. They can stay here, but obviously they have their base, and there's a lot to do on the Tribal Island that they need to do as well. But yeah, there's nothing that stops them or that forces them to leave. I'm a developer, but not in video games. I think what they do is incredible. I've been excited about the game since I saw the reel on Instagram. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm very proud of our team. Will tribals hunt dinosaurs for food? Yep, that's all there will be, really. Just dinosaurs. Back after a long drive to work, hope I didn't miss anything too cool. I don't know. It depends how long you've been. Is Echoes coming for Christmas? I do hope so. I do hope so. What's the channel in the Discord for QA applications? What's it called? Let me double check real quick what it's called. But yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, again, link is in the description. It is called Team Applications. It's like right at the top. Oh no, it's not. When is it? Is it Team Applications? Oh no, it's an announcement. I should put it in there. Oh. If you go to our announcements there, and you scroll up like a few posts, you will see there's one that says QA testers needed, and then you can join there for the link. I thought there was a link to join. I'm glad I checked, so I need to add that. There must be though, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's the way you can find it. What will the raiding situation be between the tribals? Will tribals have an effective way to protect guard their loot while offline? Yeah, so there is going to be raiding. The tribals will be able to raid each other's bases. With the whole protection of offline, it's something that we are looking into. I do know though that for unofficial servers, for sure we will have an option where you can't raid offline bases, but bases will decay over time if you don't look after them, and if you... Basically there is a sacrifice table, and the sacrifice table you have to bring dinosaurs or cattle that you have or other players, and you go and you sacrifice them on the table, and the blood is basically a sacrifice to the god, and the god protects your base from decaying over time. And that is kind of the strategy we have to kind of keep up the upkeep. So if someone leaves their base and let's say days go by and they just stop playing, and their base will decay, and people will be able to get in without even raiding, and they'll be able to take the loot, and that's how the loot will cycle. But yeah, when it comes to offline, we're still kind of talking about it. But for unofficials, they will have the option for that. Are there any semi-aquatics? Yes, they are. We actually finished the Pura model. You can go check in on the YouTube channel. If you go into the live streams and you go watch the history, you can see us make the Pura from start to end, and you can see the model. Which island is bigger? The human island. Gotta say, I can't wait for this one. I love the spin y'all are taking on dinosaur survival. I appreciate that. Which, as I said before, we're trying to find our own little home, our own little journey into this genre. There's no point of making a game just like another, you know. Like if there is one, then and it's good enough, then why make another? We're just trying to find our own little niche, and we hope that people like it. How long does it take for the current dinos to grow? It will be all different. It's all different. I think this dinosaur takes about 2 hours, maybe 3, with like decent nutrients. I suspect there'll be more dinosaurs than tribals. It depends. It really depends, because we have hit the Ark fan base recently, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, in the beginning, probably, because that's where I am more predominant in, I guess. Are there multiple save slots for playables? Right now, there's 2 save slots, one for dinosaur, one for tribal. But we are still considering if we should have multiple for the dinos too, so that you don't have to like sacrifice your dino in order to play a different one. We're thinking about it. It is permadeath, yeah. Will dinosaurs be able to go to human island, or is it a one-way? Some dinosaurs will, like flyers and swimmers, and smaller dinosaurs will be able to sneak in on the boats that the tribals will take. But no like big dinosaurs. Well, I mean Spino will, because it's a good swimmer. So yeah, some will, some won't. But to be honest, you'll see enough tribals on Dinosaur Island that you won't even want to go there, you know. How much will EOE cost once it's released? It'll be similar to other games in this genre. All I want for Christmas is EOE. I hope so. I do hope so. We're trying our best. Will Tech Demo be playable on Linux? Not Tech Demo. Probably not. When can I buy this beautiful game? Well, you can buy it right now on our Patreon. The link is in the description. So if you buy this sub-adult tier or above, you will have permanent access to the game. Even when it's finished, when the early access is out, you already have the code and ready to download it. And you'll also be able to try out the tech demo all the way up until early access, so you'll see all the updates and all the cool stuff that we do. Will there be a currency to buy cosmetics of any kind in this game? So that's the only thing that we will sell in the game, is cosmetics. So there will be tons of free like cosmetics that we'll put out there, like skins for bows and hatchets and maybe other patterns and stuff, but those will be purely extra things. We plan to give out many free things, and there will also be unlockable things that you will get through achievements, also all free. So maybe you discover an area, maybe you got an adaptation for the snow and you unlock another pattern. So there'll be tons of like ways that players can unlock different things and make them stand out and look different. But yeah, there will be cosmetics that people can also buy if they want to support the game and stand out in different ways, basically. Dinosaur to look starved. Oh yeah, I forgot we wanted to show that. Nice, thank you. So as you can see, the spine is kind of sticking out a little bit, and the dinosaur looks a little bit thin. You can see it's kind of dipping. You can see the ribs a little bit too. It's a bit gross, and that's because my hunger is really low, and that's something that you'll be able to tell when other players as well. But if you see, if I heal myself, watch the dinosaur, okay? If I heal myself, boom, it becomes just a little bit thicker. And so you'll be able to see how hungry something is. And the more hungry they are, the weaker they will be. So you'll be able to judge what you should go for, you know? And yeah, the hips become a bit more noticeable. Wow, I just got here and this looks awesome. I'm glad you think so, and welcome. Will Spino be able to beat the duck? It'll be a good fight between them. I guess it will come down to skill at the end of the day. Can tribals tame dinosaurs or befriend them in any way, as in being able to ride the dinosaurs? And if so, would community servers be able to disable that? So community servers will be able to enable and disable those taming and dinosaur relationship between tribal and dinosaur. But tribals will be able to... This foggy weather. I think we're in the foggy weather right now. Tribals will be able to tame dinosaurs and ride them, but that's AI dinosaurs, not player dinosaurs. If we could name our god at an altar or something, there will be different gods that you will be able to choose from, but I can't go too much into depth about that. There's a lot of lore that comes to EoE, especially as a tribal, you'll see it more. Now the lore is purely optional, but if you do follow the lore, you'll understand a lot more things that are going on, especially with like quests that you will do as a tribal only, no dinosaur quests. But yeah, there's various gods as well. So yeah, this is the foggy weather. I love the fog. It looks so cool. So if it's only swimmers and flyers, then I see no reason to play anything other than swimmers and flying dinos. I'm a wanderer and nosy. Well, that might be your thing then. We won't want to go there. This guy's going to make a series on sneaking onto the human island and trying to survive as long as he can. I mean, that's something that you can do. And honestly, I'm very excited to see all our content creators. We have a lot of content creators that are just interested in playing the game, and I'm very excited to see the kind of videos they make. And I've watched every video basically that is on our game that our content creators have made. I'm very excited to see what people can come up with, and the weird ways that they will find to play the game. By the way, the ambience is still a work in progress. As you guys can see, it's like not looping probably. Or it's looping, that's actually the issue. Is there more than one map? There will be. There will be, but right now, no. How fast is the hunger drain generally? How long do corpses last, etc.? I don't know the exact times, I'm gonna be honest. But I mean, if you guys saw, if you were here in the stream for quite a bit, you would have seen how long it takes to starve. It's probably around like 20-30 minutes, but it will be different for every dinosaur. But I'm not sure on the exact times. Hey, how's it going? It's all going good. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. How potent is the venom on the millipede? That's something that we don't know yet. It's very far away still, so we will have to see. Ask me again when it's out. What do you think about Dinosaurs and Purussaurus fight in the future? I think they will both be stronger in different areas. Like Dinosaurs is a lot more semi-aquatic, so it'll probably be stronger by the water, and on the land maybe its tides may turn. But yeah, it's something again we'll have to see when the game or when those creatures come out. No quests. Just keep getting better. Yeah, there will be no quests for the dinosaurs. You have a composer for the game? Yeah, the music you hear right now is actually from our composer. Will there be night vision? Yes, there is. There already is night vision. Okay, well, not right now it's day. But there already is night vision. I will show it off in a sec. But this is our foggy weather. I love the fog. It looks so cool. Will there be a group limit among species, and can we invite other species to the group? There will be a group limit among species. But no, you won't be able to... Well, that's something that unofficials might want or might do, but not unofficials. No, you won't be able to have other species in your group. There will be some compatible species though. Some species... Oh, that's weird. We'll be able to play together. Good evening, good evening. How's it going? Good question. I just want to word it this way. What are the grouping limits? We don't know the grouping limits just yet. Oh my god. There we go. This is that lake I showed you guys earlier. That has the ruin in it. This is it. Oh, can I not get in here? I think you can as a tribal. Kind of strange. Huh. Will content creators receive creator content only cosmetics? So for content creators, we'll have like, well, our most loyal content creators, the ones that are like constantly posting about the game and they are always playing, they will eventually get their own kind of cosmetic that they can choose from. So they'll be able to have like a certain skin that their supporters can buy, basically. Oh, is that the fog going away? What was that? Is that just because I went up? That was weird. But yeah. We plan to do a lot of things with content creators. Because obviously, content creators are super important, and they, even now, they have been doing so much advertising for us and letting people know about our game, and we're super grateful for them. So if I only buy 1 month of Patreon, I will keep the game forever? Yes, you will. You need to buy 1 month of the right tier, so the sub-adult tier or above, and you will keep the game forever. As long as you make sure to link your Discord to the Patreon and claim the rewards on Discord. But yeah. So is this Dino Island? No, this would be the Human Island. What does the end game plan look like for dinos? Will there be benefits for reaching adult or benefits? So, you know, there's a lot. There's actually a lot that we plan to do for the end game. There's something called genovariants and evolutions. That will be something that you can carry on to the next dinosaur you grow, and you'll be able to kind of like structure it a bit more how you want. So it will have different sorts of evolutions that you can put on it. Nothing too crazy. And that you will unlock through gameplay, achieving different things. Maybe you're a hunter a lot, so then you unlock certain evolutions as that dinosaur. It depends how you play. Every dinosaur you unlock certain evolutions, and that means that your next dinosaur will have different things. But there's a lot of gameplay. I should probably make a video about this, honestly, and cover it all, because we'll be here for quite a while otherwise. Let's see, what else is there? Anything to deal with tail riding? Yes. Okay, ignore the sounds again, they're inverted, so right now it's playing the juvenile sounds by accident. But, yes, tail riders will not be a thing. You'll be able to bite them. Will Santa be in the game? There will be no Santa, no, unfortunately. And I forgot to ask already, but are you guys planning to add modding in the far future? Yes, we will have modding. That's something that I've always wanted and I've always liked about games. And I think that it's super fun because you get to involve the community. But yeah, so modding will definitely be something that we plan to implement eventually. If I buy a sub-adult tier for only a month and I cancel it, will I still have a code? Yes, you will. My goodness, this is gorgeous. My path friends are excited for this. Will there be AI food, or is it going to be exclusively players? No, there will be tons of AI running around. Right now we have the dryos and horseshoe crabs, but there'll be more AI for you to go around and look for and hunt. I'm going to start making YouTube videos on my alt when this comes out. I look forward to seeing them. I've literally seen every YouTube video there is about our game right now, and it's always so exciting to see like how people react to things, and I love community feedback too. Like I've gotten I've stolen a lot of ideas from people that are like, I think this would be better, and I'm like, oh, you know what, you're right, that is actually a cool idea, and then I go tell my developers. But yeah, I love watching videos, and I'm mostly excited to like see videos of people actually playing the game. Because right now it's just me walking around, but I'm excited to see everyone and see what they get up to and how they play the game differently to how I might expect them to, or how I do. How will you prevent mega packing, or how will you help solos? So there will be a thing where there's a anxiety system where your dinosaur might get uncomfortable in mega packs or in mixed packs, and there'll be certain debuffs and stuff. So again, there's another plant. It's a little mushroom. These are high in nutrients for herbivores, and you'll find them around the map, and they can eat them. But yeah, so there'll be like a sort of like debuff when your dinosaur isn't comfortable around certain things. Oh yeah, and then solos, we were talking about a system where with the evolutions you can get a solo pack evolution or a solo hunter evolution, which will empower your dinosaur a little bit, nothing crazy, but it will give it like a little bit of an edge, where if you're a solo player you have a bit more of a chance, you know. It's kind of like a solo hunter type buff that you'll be able to put on your new dinosaurs. So let's say, I'm not saying this is the way, but let's say you play as a solo for the first time, and here I am, and eventually maybe I play for 2 hours as a solo and I unlock an evolution, and in my next gameplay and my next playthrough I can put that evolution on the dinosaur, and then I will have that buff or have that evolution. So yeah, every time you play and you die, you unlock things for your next death that you can put on the dinosaur to make some changes. Maybe I stayed a lot in the cold and I adapted to that area. Now I unlocked an evolution that makes my dinosaur like cold areas more and be able to support different weathers. So yeah, each playthrough that you find, like when you die, it's not the end, you know. When you die, it's you have achieved certain things, and your next dinosaur will have extra evolutions. Is there a requirement to mod that you know of? There will be some sort of moderating for modding. Like, we don't want... Obviously, we can't have copyright things. It's like an obvious. But also, we don't want low quality mods. So that's mainly the requirement, is the quality. At least that's how it's going to be in the beginning. Which way do you see this game diverting from other games in the genre? Well, for one, it's there's tribals, and the tribals have their own survival tactics, and the tribals and the dinosaurs, the way they will interact is already... I mean, I don't know any other game that's done that yet. Maybe I'm wrong, I just haven't seen it. If there is one, please tell me, because I'd love to play it. But that is one of the main things, which is a huge gameplay loop for us, and a very important one. That will separate us from most of the games in the genre right now. By the way, guys, I see a lot of you joining the Patreon and subscribing. I really do appreciate it, and I'm excited to see you guys. The Patreons first in the stress test that will happen on the 7th of December. So the Patrons will be able to join us. And then, yeah, and then the release of the tech demo that will be free for everyone. I'm excited to see everyone. Is there going to be bleed or other status effects besides the venom? Yeah, there is bleed. In fact, the Eocarcharia is a heavy bleeder, so that's the main way it's going to hunt. And it's going to have the bite will do bleed, but it will have a flesh tear ability. It'll be able to rip flesh off a dinosaur, and that'll do a heavy bleed. And then it's going to have a suffocation where if the other dinosaur is low enough on the stam, it can grab it by the neck and sort of slowly suffocate it. Obviously there'll be ways for the other dinosaur to combat that, but yeah, it will be kind of a skill thing. Is dino cannibalism a thing? Yep, they will be. Yes, that was a worry of mine. Glad you have a way to deal with it. I'm glad we do too then. Are you aiming for more PvP or PvE game style? Both will still be in and leads. I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of how players want to play it, you know. There's only so much we can really do. But there's a good amount of PvE in the game for you not to have to be PvP focused. In fact, PvP is more of like a you can, and if you want to hunt players, you can. But there's a lot of PvE content that you can go around and explore and discover areas, and you'll have to manage your sickness, and you'll have to manage the weather, and there's a whole bunch of things. Your hygiene, you'll have to make sure that every now and then you'll build up dirt and blood from when you're eating things, and you have to go and clean yourself in the river, or there will be some spots where you'll find these little dinosaurs and you'll go lay down next to them, and they'll come clean your teeth. They'll come peck at your teeth and clean out any meat that's maybe stuck in your teeth, and that'll be a part of hygiene too. So there'll be like little cleaning stations that you'll go find around. But there's a lot of things that you're constantly having to do. You'll very rarely find yourself just kind of walking around the map aimlessly just looking for PvP, because that's all there is. There's a lot of things that you'll have to manage and little things that you have to do. How will Tropio's gameplay look like? Will it be like a scavenger or something? It's mainly a fisher. It will spend a lot of time diving in and out of the water and grabbing fish and yeah, but it will also be a scavenger for sure. It will be able to pick up humans. It's quite big. In fact, it's almost the size of a human in height. In wingspan, it's definitely a lot bigger. But yeah, it's mainly a fisher. What Patreon level gets the game? Anything above, so sub-adult tier and anything above that will get you the game. They all have different perks and stuff, but as long as you have the sub-adult tier or any tier above that, you will get the finished game. And again, you only have to pay 1 month if you really want to. Of course, we support anyone who is paying every single month and supporting us, because that's literally our only funding we have right now. So we are extremely grateful for everyone who's supporting us. Do them buffs after playthrough only last for the next dino, or are they unlocked to put onto the next dino going forward? But that's something that we are thinking about. Right now, the thought is that it only lasts on the next dino, and then on that dino you can go unlock the same things or more. But yeah, that is how it is right now. Because I feel like eventually we just get to a point where you've unlocked everything and then you have nothing really to do. But we'll think more about this as we go. When you are low, are you going to get wounds on your body? Yes, you will. You get scars as well. And some scars will remain if they are deep enough. And when I asked about how this game diverges from any others, I wasn't being sarcastic. I just wanted to give you a chance to explain to us. No, of course. No, I'm glad you guys are asking questions. I don't mind more difficult questions or anything like that. I also don't mind any criticism. I mean, that's how us as developers, we can grow, and we will make mistakes, and there will be some things that we might have to revert. And as I said, we're always looking at the suggestions and community feedback, because it's important that we all enjoy the game, you know? Or at least as many as possible. You can't always make everyone happy, but we'll aim towards it as much as we can while still having a fun game. Will there be battle scars? Yes. What do you think about the statue Air is going to make for me? I haven't really heard about it. When are you expecting to release the game? So the tech demo will be in December. Again, this is, for those of you who are new here, this is already remade. We just haven't built a new update yet, but this is eventually going to be a waterfall. And if you guys check the Discord, you will see the finished product of this. It's in the sneak peeks channel. But yeah, there's like 2 little waterfalls here. I wish we had it on this build, but it's on the engine. But yeah, the tech demo will be in December, and then there will be a stress test for our Patreons, the sub-adult tier and above. They will be able to test it out on the 7th of December, and so they get a bit of an early access. And would it be on console? Not. Oh, and the early access will probably be a year after that, maybe a year and a half too. It all depends how much funding we get from the Kickstarter in December. But the console release will be later on. We will look into it after we have a more stable game and we have a good gameplay loop. I want to do the Elder, but I don't think I could do that for more than a month. That's okay. And I really appreciate you considering that either way. But you only have to do it for 1 month and you'll get all the perks from the Elder. Is this on PS5? Not yet. This is a game I would happily support till I'm old and wrinkly. I appreciate that. I really do. And like, I'm really happy that you guys enjoy the game and you guys can see the vision that we're trying to build. It's been very difficult with, again, no funding to kind of show you guys the vision, but I think we've done a pretty good job so far. And I'm excited that you guys are as excited as me. This is a dream come true for all of us. I really found Skyrim to be a cool feature. But, yeah. I also really like it. It's immersive. That's the main thing that we also want to do. We want to play into immersion quite a bit. But for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I will show you guys the snow. And you'll see the snow will slowly start building up on the ground and on the trees and on the leaves. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. You mentioned a cold resist skill you could equip. Does that mean that there will be snowy areas? Possibly. Could there be a possibility of snow-based creatures? Yeah. So basically, as you're about to see, it is snowing, and the redwoods, instead of raining in the redwoods, it will snow. And the snow will obviously bring cold. As you guys can see here, it's slowly becoming whiter. That's the snow. And there's also snow biomes up in the mountains, so just above the redwood here. I'll see if I can get to it eventually. But yeah, here's the snow. Slowly builds up. It starts to get all snowy and cold. Pepper system won't be in the tech demo yet, but it will be later on. I'll try to find the snow area. I just need to find the way up. Islander, the one time I go outside your stream and miss 2 hours, are you kidding me? Well, you'll be able to see the stream highlights at least. You can go look at it. And I also left the chat replay on, so you can see chat while watching the replay. Please say what time release a tech demo. Please, please, please. The tech demo will be in December sometime. Well, that's the aim at least. We hope to release it in December. And there will be a stress test again. I know I keep repeating this, but there's a lot of new people coming in. But there will be a stress test for the Patreons on the 7th of December. So if you have the sub-adult tier or above, you'll be able to join in. When will the Kickstarter go live? The moment the... Oh no, is it accidentally closed here? Squeeze! No! How will I get up? I don't want to get stuck. Damn it, I need to tell Air about that. Wait, maybe I can... Oh! No! Please don't die! Hold on. Let's see if we can do some parkour here. But the Kickstarter will be live with the tech demo. Come on! No! So close. Damn, I really wanted to try find a way up. There's probably another way up. Maybe it's a way around. Uh-oh. Am I stuck? Oh no! I'm stuck. No. I'll have to try spawn in the redwood again. Damn it. Okay. Will there be natural disasters like wildfires and tornadoes? That's something we do want to do, but it all depends on if it performs well. It's important that things have to perform well. Otherwise there's no point in them, right? Oh, this is the snow in the forest area. That means we're right by the redwood. Nice. Yeah, try it out. We're trying out a new pattern. This is the other skin for the Eocarcharia. Okay, let's see if I can go find the snow area again. This time we'll run. I love size snowing right as you read the question. I know, right? It was meant to be. Let's see, anything else? I've been asking for Islander to stream for a month. I'm sorry, man. My internet was just not working. But I'm glad I could stream. I wasn't even going to stream today, and then I was like, you know what? I might as well. Is it tech demo free or is it Patreon? The tech demo will be free. Once the tech demo will be out, will it be updated and will it stay over time, turn into early access, or the tech demo going to be for a certain period? Okay, so the tech demo, once it's out, it will stay up for as long as the Kickstarter is live. Once we get the funding, the tech demo will become Patreon only or supporter only. So anyone who supported our Kickstarter at certain tiers and anyone who is supporting our Patreon, even just for a month, will have access to it. All the way up until early access, and then when it's early access it will be available on Steam to buy. But the tech demo will be updated over time for our Patreons and supporters. We probably will throw out a few tech demo updates even while it's out for the Kickstarter, because I'm sure there will be fixes and stuff and new additions that we will add as it goes. Yeah. Can you get through if you're a hatchling Juby? Oh my god, you're right. I could have turned myself into a hatchling. You're a genius. Hold on. Oh, now I'm on this side of the river though. And I can't cross because we haven't finished the river yet. Hold on. And have you seen my night vision suggestion? My biggest worry is the game is the night vision. It looks like the Isle Legacy and that was not fun. It doesn't really look like that one. I'm remembering it different, but it's a lot more foggy hours. But I don't think I've seen your suggestion in specific. Okay. Will there be ways to unstuck? Yeah, there will be eventually, but just not right now. Drink to Juvie and try squeeze through? Yeah, you're right. That's genius. I just need to find a way to cross the river, because right now this river is too steep. And we're still working on the rivers. The rivers is something that we're working on right now. It's like one of the last things we're doing. So yeah, that's why they may look a little out of place or a little strange. I'm hoping there's a way to cross there. Like land or a bridge or something. Oh god. Not even cross here. Okay. Will dinosaurs have any difference in skin depending on gender? Will there be any... yeah, the gender will change. Obviously there'll be like the male skin and the female skin, which will change a little bit. But there'll also be like many different patterns, and modders will be able to put different patterns in, and yeah. But there is a difference between the male model and the female model too. If you remind me, I'll show you later on. The female is a lot slimmer than the male, so you'll be able to see the difference in the model if something's a female or male too, not only just the skin. Do you guys plan to make the Tyrannosaurus Rex calls more like a Rumble or Jurassic World? I really like the more realistic sounds. I've been seeing them on YouTube everywhere, and they are very cool. But I want to have a sort of blend between that and a sort of raw, not a full-on raw like Jurassic World, but I want to have like a sort of blend between them, because I really think that the those more realistic sounds, what they call realistic sounds, are a lot actually spookier. Like they give a lot more of a horror aspect to them. So yeah, that's something that I really want to look into with the sound design. Will dinosaurs have more paleoaccurate sounds? Oh, I guess I just spoke about that. I like the skin for Eocar. Yeah, I do too. It's very cool. Oh, down there will eventually be like a temple, but yeah, for now it's just a big hole, which you definitely don't want to get stuck in. There's also a cave system down there, but not right now. Well, it hasn't been re-added because we remade the map recently. Well, kind of. We had to make it smaller because it was way too big. Please tell me that this game will have a really good anti-cheat to prevent hackers. We're looking into all the anti-cheats right now, and we are seeing which one is the best. But again, as I told you guys, we'll also have, when we have the funding, I plan to have a support team that are paid and always active, that are ready for players when they're complaining about hackers and stuff, to always monitor the servers, and yeah, basically that. Like a report system that players can do for these support guys to go and check out the area and catch hackers in action and completely ban them. When early access comes out, how many dinos features can we expect? Dinosaurs, there will be about 4 or 5, I'm hoping, for the early access. Features, the game will pretty much have most of the base features. There will be the different attacks, like the combat will be extended quite a bit. Each dinosaur will have 2 extra abilities other than the bite. In the early access, tribals will have building implemented, and they will have another tier as well, like a second tier. Yeah, it will be a lot more fleshed out, and it will be a game that you can go and spend hours in, you know. Will there be cave systems perhaps? Yes, there really is actually, but just not on this build right now. But yes, there's going to be a lot of cave systems, especially underwater cave systems that semi-aquatics and aquatics will be able to use to get to different lakes and rivers and stuff. Everything will be connected, whether it's on the surface or on the ground. All the water systems are connected. Do you have a projected release date or a goal? For the early access, I'm hoping by like end of next year. That is what I hope. But again, it all depends on how the crowdfunding goes. We'll see. Will the snow be in the tech demo? I love how it looks. Yeah, it will. The snow will be in the tech demo. How are the ambient sounds? I love them. Especially in the Redwood. Which dinosaur are you personally most excited to see finished and added to the game? I'm very excited for the Puru, I'm not gonna lie. I really like how the model turned out, and I've always been like a crocodilian fan, so. Is there a chance that if a player-made dinosaur mod is good enough, it could be added to the main game, possibly with some adjustments first, and the official include? There's always a chance. Yeah, if the modding team wants that, and they're okay with that, then there's a chance, yeah, of course. If we think that it's good enough, we'll buy it off them, basically. What differentiates this game's combat from others in the genre? Nothing needs to be better, but what makes it unique? There's a few like small at the end of the day, it depends, right? For the tribals, there's one side combat, and the dinosaurs there's a whole other side. But let's talk about the dinosaurs. For the dinosaurs, each dinosaur will have 2 abilities. Well, it'll have the bite, which is the main ability, and then it'll have 2 extra abilities on top of that. And the abilities are things mostly that I haven't seen in other games, but we're also not going to on the MMO side, nothing too crazy. We're still trying to stick to the realistic side of things. But at the end of the day, it's like an animal survival, you know. By the way, this is going to be a waterfall. It's just work in progress. But the thing is, there's a lot of other things that you have to manage, like infections. So you have to be careful from like always fighting. But after a fight, you go clean yourself. You go look after You go to the cleaning stations and make sure the little dinosaurs come and clean out your teeth from all the food you've been eating, which makes it a little bit less PvP constant, so it's not just like fight constantly. Oh, the snow stopped. Look at the trees. So you'll see the snow will slowly start melting now that the sun's out. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that will make our game a little bit more unique in the combat side. Can I go up here without getting stuck? Please. Where is that path? Hold on. Am I doing it? Can I get up here? Oh no, I don't want to get stuck. But yeah, the snow is up there. I just don't remember where the path is. Oh wait. Oh, but can I walk up here? No! Hold on. See. Come on, this thing's walkable. Come on, just one little nudge. Oh, where's the path at? Oh wait, walk sideways. I'm doing it. Is that too steep? That's too steep. Wait, sideways. We're doing it. Oh my god, I think we did it. Wait, one more. Well done. Oh. Am I gonna slide down there? Wait, is there a better way up that way? There might be a better way up this way. Hold on, go check. Ooh, no, that looks like a slide down. Okay, we're good this way. Come on, don't slide down here, Don't do it. Open with that. Okay. Good. Nice. Easy does it. And then we go up here. Nice. Okay, I think we did it. There we go. Okay, this is the snow area. So even if it's not snowing, this area will always have snow. It's up in the mountains. There are actual paths up, but I just couldn't find them. Will there be community servers? Yes, there will be community servers. Can semi-aquatics go to the ocean? Yeah. Sometimes a left footstep does not appear. Did you guys notice? Yeah, someone actually brought that up. We'll have a look at that. Will there be aquatics only locations, like a cave that can only be reached through? Yes, there will. Well, I don't know if aquatic only. Some semi-aquatics will be able to get there too. Will the servers be good quality servers with good tick rate? I mean, that's the hope, right? We're working a lot on performance, and it's one of our main concerns as always, because the game can look as good as it wants to be. If it doesn't play well, then there's no point really. Will tribals be able to respawn in their base or full restart? All their stuff they may get destroyed. No, if tribals die, they'll be able to spawn in their base, and all the stuff that's in their base they will be able to still have access to. But when tribals die, they will drop anything they had on them. By the way, this is an ice lake, and we wanted a feature that if someone has a certain mutation, or some dinosaurs will be able to crack areas in here, or if they have a certain adaptation to the snow, they'll be able to crack areas and drink from the ice lake, but most dinosaurs will not be able to, because it's frozen. But yeah, certain dinosaurs that are adapted to the area will be able to do that. Will there be trample damage? I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about that. Good question though. Will dinosaurs and tribals be permanently deleted after death? And if not, will there be a pathway to revive with a penalty? Dinosaurs will die permanently, and you have to restart. Tribals will also die and lose anything they have on them, but they'll be able to respawn at their base, and whatever they had in their base they'll be able to have access to again. A system to revive your dinosaur? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. That hasn't been discussed, and so I'm not sure. How far do you imagine the tribals to progress in tech tree? Is a Bronze Age is the limit. So tribals will never have guns and any modern equipment. The best range weapon they'll have is probably like a crossbow. But they'll have a lot of traps. They'll have gliders that they can make. They'll have grapples, so they can grapple up trees. They'll have climbing equipment, so they can climb stuff. And they'll have a lot of equipment and tools and weapons that will make them very good. Or very fun to play. How bad is full damage? Not too bad. That was the one thing I didn't want for full damage to be so easy. Like you just go off a little rock and your whole leg's crumbled. It's kind of hard to show because there's no rocks around here. But yeah, it's not too bad. You can fall you could probably fall from like this first stick down, and I don't think you'll break your leg. Maybe just a little bit lower than that stick. Can you add a minigun to the snake? A minigun? Will there be loot boxes with gear, weapons for dinos? No. Show us the view. We got the view. Beautiful view. Ignore the box. Or if we were on the other side, we'd be able to see the sunset. I wonder if things load this far out though. I don't think they do on this build, but they will on the tech demo. But let's see. Oh, they do. Nice. Let's see if we can see the sunset from here. Okay, look at that view. Oh my god. Looks amazing. Regarding the fly downs, will there be aerial combat, or will they mostly have to land to fight? No, there will be aerial combat for sure. And they will have abilities in the air that they can use on each other to fight. I thought about the island border megalodons. Will they specifically go for critters to prevent you from crossing, or do you have to pull a Lost World boat scene to get to the human island? It's mainly like the actual world border, so like when you go way too far out, that they will be there, and they'll be there's like a rare chance, but they will spawn at like very deep oceans. Do you have a specific vision in mind how the game should be on 1.0? Like what kind of features or gameplay mechanics it should have? That's the thing about this game, is that there's two sides to it. There's the human side and the dinosaur side. There's just a lot that we want for 1.0. But the main thing for tribals is like the building. We want the quest system for tribals. We want the lore to be finished. The map will also adapt as the story of the lore progresses. So the lore will start at a certain stage and the story will progress, and people will be able to witness it as it happens. For every update, maybe in the lore, for example, right? Maybe in the lore, one of these like pillars that you guys see here fell down and something happened, blah, blah, blah. And so that pillar in the next update will be broken. And you'll see like the aftermath of that. And that's something that I do want in 1.0. I want the tribals to have the taming finished and okay, let's put it back to day because I can't see. I want the taming to be ready. I want the crafting to be ready, like fully. I want all the tiers to be out. For the dinosaurs, we want the hygiene system, we want the full-on gameplay loop for the surviving, and our build system a lot better. We want the combat to be fluid and have all their abilities, and we want all the dinosaurs to be available. We want the aquatics, flyyables. You know, there's a whole bunch of things for 1.0 that we will like, and I'm sure there's a lot of ideas that when we get to that point in time, we'll think of. Yeah, I don't mind the idea of permadeath. Yeah, I mean, it's can be brutal, but at least permadeath in the in Echoes of Extinction. So I was reading your comment, you were talking about it. Will be different to the other games like the Iron Path of Titans, where you'll be able to bring certain traits and certain evolutions with you for your next gameplay. So it's not like you die and that's it, and you restart like nothing ever happened, basically. You have certain evolutions that you can put in your dino, like adaptations and certain things that will make your next gameplay more fun, more different than your previous one. Did you say admins on officials will be paid, so there will be online loads? Does that mean they will be 18 plus? Not all admins will be paid, but there will be a support team that will be paid, and that will always be active, basically. And the support team will also be there for people who have questions about the game, people who have problems, like let's say something's not working and you can't understand why. You can just ask the support team and they'll be able to help you. Or if community servers have issues, then they can ask the support team and the support team will help them. You know, there'll be a bunch of things that they'll be active with. As Smorgsy, thank you so much for the $20. Will there be any kind of mutations to affect size? There might be. There might be, yeah. Well, we haven't really gone too in depth with them, but I don't see why not. It could be a thing. But yeah, thank you again for supporting us. I really do appreciate it. That $20 goes a long way for us. So thank you. Will Eocarcharia have a claw attack? No, so Eocarcharia will have a triple bite attack, which will be like a flesh tear, where you rip flesh of someone and it does high bleed. And it will have a suffocate attack, where it will go for the neck and try to suffocate you. The Eocarcharia is a bleeder. No wonder you only done 2 of these. It's just hours of repeating answers to questions. Nah, but I love it. I love talking to you guys, and I'm glad you guys are excited. So thank you all for being here. Will there be a max group size for each dino? Yeah, there will be a group size. For being so early in development, this is truly remarkable to see. I'm so glad you guys think so. I really do appreciate it. We've put a lot of time and effort into this game, and again, our developers are working with no funding right now. Because the game doesn't have any funding, but a lot of us are working full-time because we just enjoy it, and we really want to make a game that everyone else can enjoy too, and we're just trying to do as much as we can to show our vision for the game so that you guys can get an idea. And hopefully with the Kickstarter that comes in December, or if you guys want to support us on the Patreon, hopefully with that we can continue developing and eventually go into full-time. Any info on endgame stuff for Tribal? What does it look like? Endgame would be like taming apexes, raiding with them, because the raiding will be a lot with dinosaurs, but it will make a lot of noise and maybe even smoke and stuff, so players will hear it from far, so you have to defend from players and whatnot. But the endgame would look like that, with crossbows, and you'll have creatures you can fly with, that you can tame. You'll have gliders, like a squirrel, kind of like a squirrel suit, that you can have. You can climbing equipment. You can have a grapple, so you can grapple into this bush and then, or to this branch, and kind of like propel yourself and glide around and keep like grappling around, you know. There'll be ways for you guys to dive a lot more efficiently. There's a whole bunch of things for the tribals that we look forward to. They'll be able to build tree houses, like big tree houses that connect to all the trees, so you can have like a big village above the ground. A whole bunch of things. Will the game be controller compatible? Yeah, at some point, yes. Can you please give an example of a flyer down ability, what it might do? I really want to get an idea. One could be like a barrel roll. and you might temporarily knock someone out while they're flying, and then they have to like regain flight basically, or if like there's a tribal on it, you might knock them off it temporarily. It's just, these are just purely examples. There should be less bird sounds when there's a snowstorm, basically. Yeah, you're right about that. Right now it's just the one that plays all the time, basically. What's up with the shadows? It's like a bubble that follows you. There's a bubble that follows me. What do you mean? I'm confused. Small starts are always there. I personally enjoy playing at the beginning and seeing real time all the updates and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I also enjoy that about games. I like being there in the beginning and watching it develop. It's always the most exciting part, in my opinion, for a game. So yeah, I can totally agree. With the admins for officials that ban hackers have to be 18 plus, or can they be a bit younger? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Probably 18 plus because there might be contracts involved, but we'll see. Will it be on Steam? Yes. Echoes of Extinction will be on Steam. The tech demo will also be on Steam. What will be the max group size for tribals? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it will also depend, because we do want to have some servers, even unofficial, that will be for smaller group sizes. For people who like playing like solo or like trios and quads, there will be that kind of thing, but there will also be unofficial servers that will do the same. How big is the map currently? Example in comparison to the Arima. It's a little bit smaller than the Arima map. How long have you and the team been working on this project? I'm not sure if it was ever answered. About 2 years now. Looking a little hungry there. Let's see. Yeah, he is looking hungry. Look at those hips sticking out. Got the spine sticking out. Look at the waist. He is looking hungry. Now let's heal him. Watch the dinosaur. Pop. And he's healed. I'm excited. I think the next build will have AI running around, so that'd be cool. On the Steam page, I saw tribals riding dinosaurs and stuff. Are those dino-controlled players? No, those will be AI. Do tribals have... Oh, I already answered that. Will dinosaurs be able to destroy boats to prevent tribals from fleeing? Yep. They will. And they'll also be able to capsize the boats to get to the humans. Well, some at least. Some dinosaurs will be able to. There is a snake playable in the game. Not right now, but they will be, yeah. I love the jungle there. Jungle's also cool. But yeah, it needs more color in my opinion. It's too much of the same green. I think the jungle needs a plant that's mid to bigger size because it looks kind of flat. I agree. I really do agree. And that's actually something that we are making right now. I sent the map. So our map guy, Esek, he also does plants. He also makes the plants. And yeah, we want to have quite a big plant, like mid-sized. But we also want more color. As I said, it's too much all the kind of same shade of green. I don't like it. Makes it look a bit bland. What's up with the shadows? There's like a bubble that follows you in the snow biome. Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to go look at that again. I feel like some of the foliage needs to be taller. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There needs to be more places to hide. Like bigger bushes. Yeah, that's probably what it's missing. But cool. Are there penalties to mix packing and mega pack? Yeah, there's an anxiety system. We'll have. How will the different tiers of dino size be balanced so small dinos are not bullied? Also the same question regarding first spawns. At the end of the day, right, a bigger dino is always going to be stronger than a smaller dino. There's nothing we can really do about that. But the smaller dinos will actually have fun abilities. Like, the one thing that I want to make sure is that smaller dinos are fun to play. They will have their own special abilities. Like, we have one, right? It's like a... it's like a little raptor, feathered raptor. But it will be able to climb, and it will be able to glide. So it will live a lot in the trees and glide from tree to tree. It won't be able to fly, but it will be able to glide. And there will be mushrooms up in the trees that it can eat that will increase its poison. So it will be kind of like a little assassin, you know? It will fly down, glide onto you, grapple onto you, bite you, jump off, glide away, back onto the tree, grapple onto a tree, and watch you as the poison affects you. So there will be like fun little things that smaller dinosaurs will be able to do and actually be fun. Like a Microraptor? It's kind of like a Microraptor, yeah. Have you considered level design and resources as tools to concentrate different dino sizes? That's pretty much what we're doing. Yeah, that's basically what we're trying to lead towards. Even with the whole diets, where some things will some plants will only spawn in some areas, some AI will only spawn in some areas, or some biomes. But when it comes to dinosaur sizes and ages, we're not too sure about that yet. But I do want to find a way for like juveniles to live, you know, and not have to combat against the bigger dinos so much. But then again, you also don't want to take that away, because it's like, that's the fear, you know, of growing. You need to try avoid the bigger dinos. It's one of the... that's part of the game. If you're planning on a dino that can suffocate the dino, would there be a mini game that you can play? Yeah, exactly. So most of the things, like, there won't be many pin mechanics, but a lot of the things that are more like grabbing onto someone or like pinning something, there will be like a little mini game that you can do to kind of get out of the situation. So it's not like, oh, I'm pinned, that's the end for me, I'm done for, you know. There will be a sort of skill involved to it to get yourself out of that situation. I don't want any gameplay where you are just stuck and there's nothing you can do about it and you're just dead. To me, that's boring, and that's such a horrible way to die after growing for so long. And so that's kind of what I want to avoid. More pastel greens or even some flowers and fruit trees. Yeah, some fruit trees would be nice, but yeah, flowers is something that I already asked, and we are already making some flowers to bring out some color, like some orchids and stuff. So, and can you ban Poutine so he doesn't make... I mean, he's one of the biggest servers who are going to be... Poutine is going to be making a server for Echoes of Extinction, and we're very excited, and I know he's been looking into the game quite a bit. I think he even gave us a shout out on his server right now for the stream, which I highly appreciate. He's been very good to us and supporting us, so I do appreciate him a lot, and I'm excited to see his server. Hopefully hopefully his community will enjoy it too. I've heard rumors about tribals having proximity chat. Can you confirm that they will or won't? And will there be a dedicated species to yanking them into the undergrowth? Yes, tribals will have proximity chat, so they will be able to talk to each other. And dinosaurs listening in will just hear like jumbled up words, basically. So they won't be able to understand the humans. But yeah, they will have proximity chat, and there will be species that will prefer hunting humans. Yeah. There will be species. Snow biome would also need some bushes, just a few places to hide. Yeah, probably. I mean, I think a lot of these places will have bushes and stuff. I think bushes is the next thing we're working on, actually. It's just we're trying to... Eventually, we want to make a lot more plants and start replacing plants that aren't ours. Because obviously, as we make a game, you can't make everything, you know. It's just impossible. We would need a massive team to make everything ours. So obviously some things are from the marketplace, and it's mainly foliage. All our models are ours, like the dinosaurs, the tribals, the armor, the weapons, they're all ours. But there are some foliage. These trees are ours, we made these trees. But some of these plants aren't ours, you know, stuff like that. And we really want to replace them as we get more funding and a bigger team. I'm gonna go sleep. See you, chat, and see ya, man. Thank you for being here. Thanks for answering. My main concerns were that it would be unfun, but yeah, it's part of the game. Yeah, I mean, we want to find ways to still keep it fun, and but yeah, that's something to also consider, that it is part of the game. Don't make it too easy, right? Because then too easy becomes boring. Counterplay would be a thing, correct? Rogue, thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate your support. You guys are looking great. Keep up the great work. I'll be playing the heck out of this game the moment it drops. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for supporting the channel and the game. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in game. You have to grow a new one every time you die, but tribals... Oh, you're answering... Oh no, you're telling me. You have to grow a new one every time you die, but tribals, you can kill them to take their gear, but they will keep their tier. So easy to remake top gear. What's the plan there? I'm not sure I understand your question. Are you talking about dinosaurs that they will die, but tribals, you can kill them, take their gear, but they will keep their tier? So they will keep their... they'll still be a human, right? They will spawn back in their base, and they'll be able to gear up again if they have the resources, but they will lose whatever they had on them, unless they go back and loot it. But if someone else, another human or something, comes and loots it, then it will be lost. But for the most part, with combat, most of the mid-sized to upper tier dinosaurs will have the advantage. The human will have to try find clever ways like climbing and shooting bows down and traps and stuff like that. But like, if a dinosaur bites a human, it's gonna hurt a lot. So yeah, obviously there's always going to be like, it's a human at the end of the day, and it's a dinosaur. There's only so much balancing you can do, you know. But human will be more... They will find more intelligent ways to combat dinosaurs. And dinosaurs will mostly have the brute force. But then again, it depends on what dinosaur. Can it climb? Can it fly? You know, is it fast? Can it jump? It really depends. My server. Will the snake be playable to live in the trees? Yeah, he'll be able to climb. Yo, Smoggy again, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Will we be permitted to record, stream the tech demo? Of course. Yes, and I'd love you to. It's something, I love watching videos on it, and if you guys go see any content on Echoes of Extinction that I've seen, I've tried to comment on as well with the main channel. I love watching the videos, so I hope that you guys do. Will the dinosaur island be bigger than the human island? No, it'll be smaller. Our normal people expected to be able to run this. We put a lot of effort into performance. This is on the highest graphics, so obviously not all machines will be able to run the highest of the highest graphics. But we're putting a lot into optimization, and you'll be surprised how well this game actually runs. We have a QA team that have been running it on all sorts of cards. And so far, even a 2060 has been able to run this on medium to high graphics at like 60 FPS, 60, 70 FPS, so it's pretty impressive. Just seeing this on the island of Discord and it looks so good. I'm glad you think so. And welcome. Can you show the other dinos? So there is this dino and there's another one. Hold on, I can't see. Can I fit through here? Someone gave me the idea. I want to see if it's true. If I grow myself too small. Oh yeah! That was genius. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can show you guys the other dinosaurs. Let's see where this leads. But there's two dinosaurs around on the tech demo. There's the carnivore, which is the Eocarcharia, and there is the Onychodus, which is the herbivore. The semi-aquatic herbivore. Oh yeah, so this does lead to the snow. Okay. Alright, let's show off the other dinosaur. I'm gonna be streaming it as soon as I can get my claws on it. I'm happy to hear that. pattern. We went this one last time. Yeah, there's a cool skin that I need to remember how I made it. Hold on. It was like a sunset looking skin. It's too much orange. Yeah, just keep it like this stuck. There we go. Here's the other dinosaur. This is the semi-aquatic herbivore with the sunset skin. I'm sure some people find it horrible, but I kind of like it. When would the tech demo be out for people to try out? Game looks awesome so far. We're hoping in December. I know, just became a Patreon, so I don't cry my eyes out and get the game early. Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate that, guys. I've been seeing a lot of you have been getting the Patreon. There's so many of you right now that are getting it, and I really do appreciate it. Your guys' support goes a very, very long way. And yeah, especially because we have no funding for the game, and this is the only way we get our funding, basically. So yeah, again, thank you. What's a recommended GPU that you would say people can play this game? I'd say the recommended is probably like a 2060, and then obviously anything above. I think 2060 is the best, like, where you can still play on medium graphics, and you still have like over 60 FPS. But obviously you can play on lower graphics on lower cards if you really want to. Ask if you could fit as a baby. Oh, nice. Good suggestion. It worked. The baby running is so cute. I know. It's so much cuter for the Eocarcharia. So this is hatchling size, by the way. When you spawn in an egg, eventually when there will be eggs and nesting, this is how small you are. And then I think it's about 20. I think this is juvie size. No, okay, wait, it's a bit smaller than that. I think it's about here. This is like juvie size. And then obviously there's the adult, which is a lot bigger. Which organs would be in the tech demo? How about underwater plants? Organs, I think it's lung, then there was heart, I think, and then there's intestines, maybe stomach? I can't remember. There's a bunch of them. So there'll be organs when the dinosaur dies that you'll be able to, as it decays, you'll be able to rip out the organs. It's gorgeous. Yeah, you love my sunset dinosaur. I love him too. Beautiful map, oh my lord. Yeah, Air has really done a great job. I really love the map. Is the tech demo solo, or will you be playing with other players? No, it's multiplayer. You'll be able to go play with your friends and other people. Diana also just got the Patreon. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. That is an amazing looking outback. I don't usually see this kind of biome or savannas in games. Yeah, it's true. This is so we call it the desert biome, but it's the outback desert, as you said. And the only thing I don't like is the cacti right now. I think they need to be a bit bigger. And also they're just a bit too common. But yeah, we'll be changing that as we go. If they chew you, hit a snack pack. The tail animation is a bit stiff. I think it needs to be a little bit more fluid. Is it? You think so? Maybe. You don't want it to be too wobbly though, you know? But maybe. Are pop-in assets unavoidable? Is it going to be smooth? And no, that is definitely avoidable. Like things like that rock. That's not going to happen in the tech demo. A lot of these pop-ins will be fixed by the tech demo. Tribal-dinosaur is going to be cinema. I'm excited for the model to be made. What attacks that dino is going to have? But this dino, other than its like ult attacks, it will have another one. As you guys can see, its thumb is very sharp. So it will have one where it can like slash. It will do like a slash animation. And another one. Did we remove the other one? The other one is, I'm pretty sure, is a knockback or a shove. So it'll be able to shove someone and kind of like stagger them or knock them down. Or shove to the sides, like left or right. I think those are the two we went with. Did you say there will be a playable snake? Will that launch with the game's release? I'm not sure when it will be, but it is in the plans, yeah. Will Reno have bleed or bone break? The one ability with the slash that it uses thumb, that will do quite a lot of bleed. Or a decent amount of bleed. Is the growth system slow, or do you teleport to instant baby to juvie? No, it's seamless, so it will slowly, you'll slowly grow, you know. You might not even notice it, but there's no like big jumps. Yeah, does thumb spur kind of like an iguanodon? Yeah, exactly, it does. Packy, please tell me it's going to be able to stun things if it bonks them. We will have abilities like that, yeah. Where it makes sense, it will happen, you know. Especially when it's something that's so prominent in a creature. What is your most anticipated playable for either the demo? I'm gonna say the Puri. Just because I really like crocodilians. Like, I really like the gameplay of it. I'd probably say that's probably one of the most anticipated. Looks great. I'm just staring at the ground, dude, while reading chat. Thank you, I appreciate that. But yeah, the popping in will definitely be fixed, so don't worry. The desert needs a bit of work. When you just slashed there, I noticed there wasn't any noise. Will there be noise for attacking? Yeah, we're actually in the next build after this one. There will be noise already. We just finished the sounds for that. Yo, Lord, thank you so much for the donation of 100. I'm not sure what currency that is, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, I asked the question really poorly. When dinos die, you have to regrow. When a tribal dies, you spawn on a base with your tribal base tier. So after a week of the server, every tribal will be max rank, no? So, yes. But we haven't decided how often. But after like a month, maybe 2 months, the servers for tribals will wipe. And the tribals will start again. And so it will be like a whole fresh start. Dinosaur servers won't wipe. But the human servers will wipe, so their bases will be gone, and there will be some things that they'll be able to keep to the next one. But for the most part, everyone starts on an even playing ground again. Very similar to how Rust works, basically. Imagine a cliff chase with the arenas and they just body slam you off the... Yeah. Is there a Purussaurus planned? No, but there's stuff similar to it. What kind of status effects would they be? Do you mean like... Wait, just one sec. Do you mean like temperature-wise? Or do you mean like bleeding and poisons and those kind of things? Yeah, this is one of the temples I showed off earlier. Or Dinosuchus. No Dinosuchus, but there will be Purussaurus, which is basically the same thing. Can we get a dedicated Paki Hunter mutation? Love going after... I mean, maybe. We will see. Can you go to the water for us and swim? I see you swimming. Yes, but this water is not... The swimming isn't working right now. The ocean... It's a very easy fix. We just haven't done it. We just have to activate it for swimming. And in the desert, it's all ocean, right? Actually, no, it's not. I think there's... Hold on, let me go check. Otherwise, I'll just respawn and I'll show you the swimming. The swimming for the Dinosaurs is really nice too. Yeah, because the Dinosaurs can also dive. Sorry, I just need to check something. Okay, we're good. What kind of progressions would tribals have? Would it be like Rust? Sort of, except the tribals will be capped at a primitive tier. So nothing more than Bronze Age kind of thing. Will they be carnivorous plants? No, but I like that idea. What dinosaur is that? This is the Onychodus. So this is our semi-aquatic herbivore. So Tribal Island dinosaur on different servers, so you can wipe only one of them. Exactly. So there's a lot of perks with this whole system. But if you guys want, check the link in the description and join us on Discord. And you can keep up and you can see our whole roster, you can see our roadmap. We also post a lot of sneak peeks. So people on our Discord get to see sneak peeks of the game a lot before anyone else does. But yeah, join the Discord. Like bleeding and bone break or something area, yeah, there will be all of those, and status for cold and hot and yeah, as I said, bleeding and bone break. There's a whole bunch of things. And as you guys can see at the bottom, like the dinosaur symbol, it's like divided into different sections. That's because there will be locational damage too, and the more someone bites in one area, the more sore that area gets and the more damage they'll start taking in it. Let me get down here. Why is this so steep? This needs to be fixed here. This is one of the little oases. I love these little bushes on these little palms. We made these. I thought it looked so cool. Or Air made these at least, should I say. I'm a map designer. Can you swim here though? Is it deep enough? Kind of. Not really. Can I drink here though? Oh, you can drink here. The environment looks so cool. It really gives a prehistoric vibe. Not gonna lie, keep up the good work. He's been taking eternity to release updates. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Will there be tribal raids and fights? Yes, there will be many tribal raids and fights at locations that tribals will have to contest to get certain things. There will also be a lot of like boss fights that some tribals will need to do, where they'll fight the gods. But yeah. Is there a downside to drinking seawater? Right now you can't even drink seawater, but there might be eventually. How long until we get the tiny playables? I'm most excited to play. Some of them are coming out. I think at least one will be out in the early access release. Is there a list of all the currently planned playables in the Discord? Yes, there is. Yes, there's even an image that shows you the size difference of all of them. If you go into the images tab, you can see that. But also there is a frequently asked questions tab where you can see the whole roster. There's also a game questions channel where you can tag the bot and it will try its best to answer any questions, and you can also ask it for the roster. The ambience is very relaxing. Is there a setting for different audios? Somewhat. Right now this is the most we have. It's the SFX, the master, and the music. But yeah, and the different graphics. Are breeding nesting systems going to be implemented, and if so, what would that be like? Yes, there will be breeding and nesting. and there's not much I can say about that yet. There's some cool ideas that we do have, but I still want to finalize them before I say anything about that. Will there be weather effects and events implemented in the future, like floods, forest fires, sands? We do want to do that, but we want to make sure that there's no like big performance hit. So if we can do that without getting a big performance hit, then yeah, we'd love to. Will humans be able to pick up small dinos, and if so, can we throw them? Small ones, yeah. Will PvP be connective and not phase through? Oh yeah. So you won't be able to phase through other dinosaurs, no. Hey, I don't know if the question was already asked, but I wanted to ask how the health works in this. Is it just health bar, or each body part have its own health? Both. There is a health bar, a main health bar, and then each body part will take damage, and the damage will be multiplied the more someone bites that same spot. So it will, like, you can like weaken certain spots depending on which you're constantly biting, basically. Honestly, what made you want to start developing Echoes of Extinction? Was it because you were fascinated by dinosaurs, you just wanted to make a game, or was it more? This has been a game. I've always wanted to make a survival game. Before I was even a YouTuber, before I even knew about these dinosaur games, before Stomping Land, before Ark, I've always loved the concept of, first of all, I love dinosaurs, but second of all, it's like, I've always loved survival games, and it's always been my main thing. And if you check my Steam, it's like thousands of hours in survival games. And then I saw Stomping Land when it came out. Unfortunately, that became a scam, which we're all very sad about. I lost money there too. But I was very excited for that kind of game. And then I started playing games like The Isle, Path of Titans. I played a bit of Beast of Bermuda, though not too much. And it kind of, all these games over the years that I've been playing, and I played games like Rust and Ark, I started forming ideas. As any gamer really, like, I'm sure we all have ideas of games we'd want to make one day, you know. But the main thing is that I got the opportunity to do it. I met some developers and I gave them my idea, and they said, well, why don't you start and we can see what happens. And then more developers joined. I'll get out of here, I think it's this way. And yeah, and eventually it happened to where we are now, where it's like I get to give out all my ideas that I had, that I've been fostering for years and years and years, you know, of the game that I always wanted to play. And this is what Echoes of Extinction is becoming, the game that I always wanted to play, and hopefully there's a lot more just like me who are looking for this kind of game exactly. We've been working on this game for 2 years now. We'll be able to play this year. The tech demo will be available in December, yes. And if you're a Patreon, you'll be able to play on the 7th of December as an early stress test. Well, if you're a Patreon with the sub-adult tier and above. What game is this? This is Echoes of Extinction. A upcoming dinosaur, tribal, or prehistoric survival, should I say. So let me slay myself, and I want to show you guys the Dinosaurs swimming. Will the game have onboard recording? You mean like a replay system? Yeah, eventually it will. Not in the tech demo though. Oh, again? I swear the Dinosaurs loves to spawn in desert. Did we forget to fly? Oh, wait, did we forget to place herbivore spawners? Because we had to like redo a bunch of things on the map. Might be the one thing we forgot to do. Want this skin though. Oh, come on! Oh, it's not. Okay, phew. Alright, let's go find some way to swim. And I'll show you. Another Stomping Land player, a brother in arms. Oh man, there's a lot of us. We were all very sad how that ended. But hopefully the tribal side in Echoes of Extinction can scratch that same itch. That's what I'm hoping. Tech demo should hopefully be available this December. Yes. I played a lot of Jurassic World franchise and YouTube recommended. Looks nice, graphics and concept. Wishlisted. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys want to wishlist the game is in the description. You can find it on Steam and you can wishlist it already. And wishlisting helps us a lot because it helps Steam know that people like this game and they'll push it out. So yeah, every wishlist does help a lot. Tell your friends about it, you know. Get as many wishlists as we can get so Steam knows that people want it. I want to make a nuke simulator where you're a boy in his bedroom making a nuclear reactor and causes a fallout. Oh no. Sounds kind of fun though, and I wish you good luck. Hopefully we'll see it on Steam one day. Will the demo be free? The tech demo will be free, yeah. How many dinos can we play? Which species? Right now just this herbivore, the Onychodus and the Eocarcharia, and then you'll be able to play as the tribals. Can we see set animations? So the set animations were literally finished today, but they're not implemented in the build yet for the Onychodus. So there's only for the Eocarcharia right now. So let me show you guys. So this is the normal swimming. He's just kind of paddling around. So this is our semi-aquatic herbivore, okay? So there'll be food and bushes in the rivers that they'll have to go and dive down to eat. And it can dive. You'll be able to dive underwater. And this is the speed swim. It's a little bit faster. But yeah, that's the swimming animations. But I don't think I can get out of here now, because we haven't finished the rivers yet. Oh, okay, nice. So what can humans do? You mean right now? Right now humans can... Well, for the tech demo, humans will be able to gather resources like wood, stone, fiber. If you have to get meat and cook it, they will be able to build little huts that they can live in and store their items in. They'll be able to craft weapons like bows and swords. And yeah, that's it for the tech demo. What is the best tip you can give someone who's trying to create a survival game? I'm planning to. The best tip is to literally play other survival games. Play a whole bunch, a variety of them, even games you don't think you will like, because there's always features and things that you will find in other games that maybe you don't like the whole game, but you might like some features from it. The best thing is to always just play a lot of games, and that's why I think I've come up with pretty decent ideas by myself, because I've been playing survivors for so long. I know where they lack, and I know what players want, and that's the most important thing you can do, is actually be involved in the kind of genre that you want to build, and be passionate about it, because there are times where things get more difficult and a lot less fun, and it's kind of the passion that pushes you through those. And obviously get a good team. Is there underwater foliage right now? If not, will they be in the tech demo? No, not right now. And I don't know if it's making it into the tech demo either, to be honest. Server size map compared to the isle. The map will be a little bit smaller than the isles. And server size will be around about the same. We're hoping to aim towards 200-300 though eventually. Will the game run on 4K? You think I can manage? I should. Bro, water quality very good. I love this, bro. I'm buying this game. $15, $20, $50, $60. No problem, bro. I'm buying it. I am so happy to hear that. Well, if you want to buy it already, you can. The link is in the description. You can come support us on Patreon, which will give you the... If you buy the sub-adult tier, and anything above that, you will get access to the game forever. And so even when it comes out, you'll be able to play it. And it also helps support us while we are going to that stage. You'll also be able to play it early if you get that, so yeah. But yeah, the Patreon is in the description. How will the game run? Oh, yeah, I already read that. Can you add Crowdfunding? No game has it yet. We have a roster already. You can check on our Discord. But the thing is, modding will be a thing. So if we don't add it, I'm sure some modders will. You know. Humans get meat from dinos and vice versa. Yeah, they do. Will Rex be the biggest land dinosaur? No, there'll be some sauropods that I think are a bit bigger than Rex. I love the direction you guys are aiming. Keep going. You're gonna put... I appreciate that. Thank you. Where can I donate to you guys? In our Patreon. We have a Patreon. The link is in the description. Otherwise, we will have a Kickstarter this December. And you can support us there too. Do you mean the Giga? The Giganotosaurus? Because the Giga is in the game, yeah. Or will be in the game. But yeah, guys, I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm tired. My voice needs a break. I'm going to love and leave you guys. But thank you guys for all joining in watching the tech demo. Thank you guys for supporting our game. I see a whole bunch of patrons joining, and I'm ever so grateful, so thank you guys a lot. Hopefully I can stream again soon and show you guys a little bit more, maybe when we add a little bit more to the tech demo. But yeah, hopefully I get to see you all in December when we release the tech demo. Make sure to go and wish us our game on Steam. Support us, join us on Discord. We love to chat to you guys, we love to see your suggestions. We want to build a very nice community where we can get ideas from and just, you know, have a good time. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching the stream. I love and appreciate you all. And there should be another stream next week from our other developers. We stream all the time on this channel, whether we're making models, concept designs. Furious streams sometimes when he's doing coding and adding new things. But yeah, I'll see you guys again hopefully soon. And have a good rest of your day or night.